the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's that boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New Media Today, USA Boxing. We are back. Yes, sir. I want to make sure everyone can hear me. Let me turn. All right, yeah, everybody should be able to hear me. Everybody should be able to hear me, man. Salute to the family, man. Let's give everybody who's here a round of applause. We're going to have a damn good fucking show today. I can promise you that. We're going to have a damn good show today, boy. I can promise you that, boy. It's going to be some toe tagging and body bagging. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do something that I haven't done in a while. I got to run some niggas off the block. You know, I came up with that term on YouTube, run these niggas off the block. I'm the one that came up with that. I came up with a whole lot of shit on YouTube. I don't get my credit like I'm supposed to, but that's okay. It's no problem. We all know who the father of it. You know what I mean? My old videos are still out there. We all know who the father of it, but that's okay. But we finna run these niggas off the block. We finna run some of them off the block today. We have to. You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, I was checking out my little young brother, Shakur Stevenson, and he make a valid point. I was just so happy at the fact that, you know, he was just one of the fighters who kind of like stood up in the paint and just say, hey, man, this is what it is. Calling out these Dontae's race baiting nation. Everything is about race with this guy. It's funny. The guy who moved to Thailand, the black man revolutionary who moved to Thailand to be amongst the Taiwanese, have mixed children, don't have a black wife. That guy. I'm going to take pro-black instructions from you. No. So what we going to do today? Classes in session today. I'm going to toe tag and do some body bagging. I'm going to hurt some feelings today. I'm going to lose some subscribers. Good. You know, I like the purge. Subscribers from time to time. Anybody who been following me since last year, this is what we do. I might lose some subscribers. Fine. Might be called the coon, Uncle Tom sellout. Fine. I have no problem with that. You niggas been calling me that since last year. There's no problem. No problem. But I'm going to point out some of these double standards you niggas have, okay? And I'm going to try to be respectful because my kids are coming, so I'm going to try not to curse. Salute to the family. I'm getting on everybody today. The white races, the Hispanic races, Lord knows there's a group of y'all online on some of you YouTube channels. The white races, Lord knows you online, and you be on black channels. I've been peeping them all out. The so-called conscious community that's in boxing, I got that from blood. That's in boxing now. A lot of these dudes come from Sa Neta TV and stuff like that. I'm finna give you the origins of all this shit. But Dontae's race baiting nation, we just gonna stick to him for the day. Dontae's race baiting nation is something else. You know, I'm the one that gave him that name. I started calling him that when I came on YouTube. Because every time and I used to watch this guy like back in 2016, 2017. But I noticed, like, you know what, man? Every time I turn around, it's something about boxing. It's about race this, race that, race this, race that. The ice cream, you know, he got the vanilla ice cream. See, why Shakur Stevenson, he bought the vanilla ice cream instead of buying, hold on, somebody at the door. He bought the vanilla ice cream instead of buying the chocolate ice cream. And that tells you, in this subliminal subconscious mind, that the reason why he bought the vanilla over the chocolate was because, you know, his preference was something other than black. While living in Thailand, away from black women, and have mixed kids with nothing but Taiwanese women. Make that make sense. True. Well, I tell you guys, if you niggas did not have a double standard, you would not have a standard at all. Even some of these dudes in the YTBC from the alphabet community, like, boy, sit your ass down somewhere. I know what you're trying to do. But let me go ahead and read my opening statement before I go. Let me read my opening statement before I get into this. Shout out to Arlen. She said you can't promote black race when you're married to another race. Facts. The foundation of being pro-black is you have to have a black woman. That's the foundation. Why? Because the woman is the field from which you reproduce yourself. If, you know, according to the pro-black, according to these fake pro-blacks, how it goes. You know, if you mix your race, right? It's very similar to what the Aryan Nation believes in. Aryan Nation and stuff like that. If you mix your race, you know, you dilute your gene pool. So if you pro-black, you're not so if you pro-black, you're supposed to live that shit from the foundation, which is the black woman on up. Once you date outside your race, mix outside your race, have children outside your race, you have just diluted your gene pool. You can't come back and tell me that you Malcolm Farrakhan all of a goddamn sudden. You can't tell me that you H. Rap Brown, what's my main man name? Made the song Angel Dust. Gil Scott Heron, you know, you Angela Davis, you can't come back and tell me this all of a sudden now. Once you do that. Just giving you lame some game. You know what? These fake conscious community niggas that's in boxing, y'all niggas make me sick. I can't stand you niggas. I don't like none of you. I don't like none of you. From any of you boxing communities, I don't like none of you. And I had some weed today. I don't like none of you. Because you niggas ain't lived this shit like I lived it. You niggas is bullshitters. You keyboard gangsters, hide behind avatars, and you dick ride for interviews. You YouTube channels. You talk that pro-black shit, but you niggas ain't on that. You ain't about none of that. Cut that shit out, man. But anyway, let's stay on Dontae. Let's stay on Dontae. Let me read my opening statement, man. Let me read my opening statement. We finna body this fat boy named Dontae Cheeseburger Nation. That's what New call him. I call him Dontae's Race Bait Nation. Now, is Shakur Stevenson, and we're gonna look at Shakur Stevenson's video. Is Shakur Stevenson right about Dontae's Race Baiting Nation? Is he right about him and channels like him? There are several channels like him. There are some non-black channels that want to talk about black issues and be all of a sudden H. Rap Brown and want to be the blackest of the black. You want to be the Dr. Khalid Muhammad reincarnated with your good hair and your pretty eyes. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. The nigga out there in California. What nigga name is? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Let's go. I'm not playing with these dudes today. Again, I'm going to read this and I'm going to sound the alarm. And listen. I'm going to tell you right now. If your ass is a sensitive beta male and you're a part of that community, I'm going to advise you right now. Just unsubscribe if you subscribe and just leave. You ain't going to like this. This shit ain't going to end well for you. And guess what? We need over 200 likes. Once we get over 200 likes, I'll open up the phone lines. Anybody got something to say? Call me. I want to hear from you. But I'm going to rock out for about 2 hours and I'm leaving. And we don't have the lights up before we rock out. I'm going to say what the fuck I need to say and bounce. That's what it's going to be today. Let's see. Now, is Shakur Stevenson right about Dontae's Boxing Nation? It's the question that I have for you guys today. Last week, Dontae's Boxing Nation went off on Shakur Stevenson because Shakur had the nerve to give credit to a non-black fighter by the name of Bam Rodriguez. I'm finna break this shit down, right? I'm finna show how since you niggas say y'all own code, we're finna show you how off code you is. Because you don't know the code. Let's see. So, Dontae went off on Terence Crawford probably a week or two before that because he did not agree with Terence Crawford's pound for pound list. Pound for pound is subjective to the individual. I'm not going to have a civil war about a pound for pound list. Guess what? It's your opinion who you think should be there. And a lot of people's criteria is different when it comes to pound for pound. Your criteria may not be my criteria when it comes to pound for pound. It's your opinion. If that's how you feel, there's nothing wrong with that. But Dontae's Cheeseburger Nation went off on Terence Crawford because he didn't like the pound for pound list. It wasn't black enough for him. Now, these fake conscious community, fake revolutionaries, wanna-be pro-black YouTube channels out there are exposing themselves for the frauds that they are. You got these fake H. Rap Brown, fake Panther Party, fake Louis Farrakhan, fake Malik El Shabazz, fake doggone Angela Davis YouTube channels out there. These niggas think they the black authority on YouTube. Call me the coon other time sellout while sleeping with the non-black woman at your house with non-black kids. Make that shit make sense to me. True. While having non-black YouTube channels talk about black issues like the Egos and the Aki TVs. True. The day I take advice from any of those race baiting ass niggas, I'll be the day I jump off the second story of my house. Sit your ass down somewhere, get your super chats. Now, let's continue. One boxing community in particular has a history of tearing down other black fighters in the name of black people. Rule number one, rule number one, you have to have a black wife. If you are so-called if you so-called practicing pro-blackness. That's for rule number one. Because the woman bears the fruit. She's the tree. She bears the fruit, right? You want to make sure your fruit is on point. That's rule number one. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, you shouldn't be with a non-black woman. If you want to be with a non-black woman or a non-black man, there's nothing wrong with that. But I got to give these fools the rules of engagement if you want to engage. Let's go, right? Now, these wannabe Sa Neta TV, Dr. Umar Johnson, Professor Black Truth, Jason Black, Tarik Nashed, Red Pill, Blue Pill, Neely Fuller wannabe clowns on YouTube always expose themselves for what they are. Because that's what these niggas are striving to be. They say that, but they don't have the knowledge on. They read a book or two and think they know some shit, right? Now, but they know more than they low IQ ass subscribers. They do know that. Now, the crazy part about it is this. They talk all this fake pro-black shit online. But offline, they live a life contrary to what they're preaching on the YTBC. Some of these dudes, they talk all the pro-black shit, but they go fishing with their white friends. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But it ain't making no sense to me, home skillet. Not making any sense to me. I'm finna break this shit down today, right? Now, some of these fools are not even black themselves. Boxing Ego, Aki TV. What the other nigga named Southpaw 773 from Chicago. Some of these fools are not even black themselves, but they like to be a part of the black. But they talk like they a part of the new Black Panther Party or something of 1966, the Black Panther Party back then. That's how they talk, right? Some of these fools don't even have black wives, as I said before, but they talk that whitey talk and systemic racism talk all damn day in the sport of boxing. Some of these channels make a living of attacking other black fighters like Terence Crawford, all because he would not give them an interview. Alphabet boys, I'm talking to you bitch ass niggas over there. Some of these fools have white Hispanic wives at home, but they talk like they H-Rap Brown online all damn day. Oh, if I throw a rock in the pack of dogs, it's a hit dog that's gonna holler. Oh, they're gonna do a whole lot of hollering today. Yes, they are. We're going to try to run them off the block. I'm going to sound the alarm in a minute. Channels like Dontae, Race Baiting Nation, the Alphabet Boys, and some of the other non-black YTBC channels, you know what I mean, and others, you know what I mean, are nothing but charlatans. These guys are nothing but charlatans. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing but charlatans, right? And they act like this for subscribers and super chats. That's what it's all about. Clicks and views is the name of the game. Clicks and views. And they put out a lot of false information. But I'm going to stay on code today and just talk about this one particular guy. Not going to talk about nobody else. I'm going to talk about this one particular guy today. I don't bother you other niggas already. I'm glad that black fighters like Shakur Stevenson had the nerve to speak the truth about this clown, Mr. Race Baiting Nation. This fool lives in Thailand, sleeping with non-black women, have non-black kids, but he's trying to tell other black fighters how black they should be. The irony, guys, nigga, you moved from America, moved to Thailand, got an Asian wife, have Asian children, but yet you're trying to tell black men who live in America, who have black women, how black they should be. The hypocrisy is so painfully obvious. I don't know what black person out here who say they're supposed to be on code. I don't know. These dudes say they're on code. I don't think they know the code. You mean the code from this book by Dr. Neely Fuller? This code? We're going to get into this code. We're going to get into this code. Which code you talking about? Because the codes that I came up with, you niggas ain't following. Dontae, you're not following, right? Now, if you're not telling these other fake pro-black YouTube channels to stay on code and stop attacking other black fighters like Terence Crawford and Shakur Stevenson, then do not bring your fake outrage ass over here to me. I don't want to hear no shit about, wait a minute, man, you know, you got to stay on code. You know, you ain't supposed to be attacking other black content creators and stuff like that, while ignoring the fact that the other black content creators attack black fighters and other black YouTube channels. If you ain't over there telling them niggas to stay on code, stop attacking black, don't bring your ass over here with me. Because I'm attacking today. I'm not playing. I don't want you over here today. I don't need you over here. Don't bring your fake outrage over here to me, homie. And if you want to unsubscribe, unsubscribe. Don't need you. Don't want you. Care nothing about you. I care nothing about how old you are or how young you are or anywhere between. Doesn't matter to me. Question I have for you guys is this. Do you guys think that Shakur Stevenson has a point about Dontae's race-baiting nature? He's reaching. All because of his praise for Ben Rodriguez. Let's talk about it. Again, don't bring that shit over here. Yo, man, you got to stay on code and see, I don't like how you always doing this and doing that. Nigga, if you ain't telling them that, send me a screenshot when you telling them niggas that. If you ain't telling them that when they're attacking Crawford, attacking Joshua, attacking other black YouTube channels, well, listen, if you ain't sure sending me a screenshot when you telling them that, don't tell me that shit. I don't give a fuck about you. You can leave. Unsubscribe, leave. I don't even need your viewership. I'm good over here, homie. Good over here. Let's get into this. Let's get into this. And I don't want listen, I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit today. Today, I'm toe tagging the body bagging. We're going to start off with Exhibit A, Mr. Neely Fuller. That's what we're going to start off at. Since you niggas supposed to be on code, you don't even know what the code is. Dumbass niggas. Shout out to Juan Carrillo. Hey, okay. For dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
He said, get him, coach. DBN forehead sweating like Booger Ray. I called it the way I see it, dog. Shout out to my brother Blood. Shout out to my brother Blood, man. Salute to my man. Salute to my brother Blood, man. Salute to my brother Blood. Shout out to Los Niebla.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
He said, goddamn, brother, finally someone exposing these guys. Shout out to Punch Drunk who did the same. Punch Drunk do the same shit, though. You know, I you brought his name up, but, I don't fuck with him. He don't fuck with me, but, I found some shit on him when he was doing the same shit. Motherfucking calling blacks niggers and this and that, yada, 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 yada. I don't rock with Buddy. So if you want to say shout out to him, my fam, so be it. But, I don't fuck with him and he don't fuck with me. So I'm just being honest with you. I don't fuck with him, he don't fuck with me. Because there's some Hispanics out there, racist in the motherfucker, I don't fuck with them. There's some white ones out there, racist in the motherfucker, I don't fuck with them. So I'm just being honest with you, fam. Right now, I ain't taking no prisoners from nobody. I don't give a fuck. If you like me, cool. If you don't like me, fine. I don't give a damn. Unsubscribe, leave. I don't give a fuck today. Not today. Let's get to the chat first. Shout out to my sister Arlette. She said those, I call them so-called pro-blacks. Those pro-blacks hate black women as well. They hate any other male race and black women. The black men, he said black men according to them are the victims. Y'all finna break all that shit down today. Telling you right now, let's do this. What you say, fam? He said, I like the new camera quality. Yeah, no, it's a new lens I got. So I like to thank all you brothers and sisters out there, man. We got over 14,000 subs. We did it in a short time. Going on in 17 months. The donations you guys sent me, man, really helped me buy this camera lens. This lens is a good lens. I'm gonna buy another one as well. This lens is a good lens. Change the lighting in my office and everything. So I want to give everybody a round of applause. Get ready to sound this alarm, though. Get ready to sound the alarm. Let's sound this motherfucking alarm. Warning, warning, warning. If you are a part of Dontae's race-baiting nation and you believe in that fake conscious community, fake pro-black ideology, you might want to get the fuck off the block. If you believe in that fake conscious community bullshit that's coming from the Sa Neta TVs, the Brother Polites, the Young Pharaohs, the Red Pill, Blue Pill, all of that stuff there, if that's what you guys believe, Dr. Kaba and all these other guys, if that's what you guys subscribe to, and you trying to bring that shit over in the YTBC, you might want to get the fuck off the block. As a matter of fact, let me put my headphones on. If you turn every situation into a racial situation when it's nothing racial about it, you might want to get the fuck off the block. If you think that I am a part of your clique, your crew, if you think that I care about your viewership or subscribership, and I'm going to speak the rhetoric that you want me to speak, you might want to get the fuck off the block. If you are a black race baiter, I give two fucks about you. If you are a Hispanic race baiter, I give two fucks about you. If you are a white race baiter, I give two fucks about you. If you are an Asian race baiter, I give two fucks about you. I'm an equal opportunity with it, homie. I care nothing about you, dog. I really don't. Dontae Cheeseburger Nation, as Newt would say, very funny. I'm sorry, I think you've been misinformed. There's no nigga that's going to leave America, go to Thailand, get married to a Taiwanese, which is nothing wrong with that, have non-black children, go tell me how to be black. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Let's get into the show. Let's do this. Let's do this.
You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
Let's get into the show. So let's talk about it. We're going to make this shit quick. Because I'm more than likely, y'all, they ain't going to hit the like button. Yo, they ain't going to hit the like button. More than likely, they ain't going to hit the like button. So if I get up to 300, because we got over 300. If I get up to 300, I'll open up the phone line. But since they not, we cool. Now, this book right here is written by Dr. Neely Fuller. This is written in the 70s, I think, if I'm not mistaken. This is, when you guys hear, yo, man, we got to be on code, this is what they're talking about right here. Dr. Fuller. Dr. Neely Fuller, right? Dr. Neely Fuller was born in 1929, if I'm not mistaken. 1929. So the era that he came up in, his worldview of life was totally different than someone that's walking around today, right? Now, Neely Fuller, and this is the code that some people do go by today. He said, if you do not understand white supremacy racism, what it is and how it works, everything else that you understand will only confuse you. So what's going on is this. Some of these guys, some of these non-blacks like Aki TV, Boxing Ego, South Park 773, some of these non-black YouTube channels, they try to talk about black issues. One goddamn it, you ain't one of us, so you need to shut the fuck up. One of you, when you ain't one, you need to shut the fuck up. That's one. Finna check. That should have been checking these niggas. Two, Dontae's Race Bait Nation. Nigga, you betrayed us when you left America and went to Taiwan, got with a Taiwanese woman, which is nothing wrong with that. Have nothing against Taiwanese, and had non-black children. Once you did that, that killed you right there. You can't be H. Rap Brown from Thailand, trying to talk about black issues and trying to say black this and black that and turning everything into a black matter. You as fake as BLM. You as fake as them niggas. Let's continue. Now, let's talk about this code, right? Let's talk about this code. So Neely Fuller, our good brother Neely Fuller, this is the introduction. I'm gonna read you some of it. I advise you guys to buy this book. This book is called, and I had this book for years. I had to buy another one though. It says this book is called The Independent. It's a United Independent Compensatory Code / System / Concept, a compensatory code, a compensatory counter-racist code. So when they talk about, Neely Fuller talks about certain keywords that that the whites who are in power use with systemic racism and stuff like that. And he talks about this is how the white people who are in power right now around the world, this is how they stay in power. They have a system set up called racism, white supremacy. This is what he's talking about, right? So Neely Fuller was the guy, he came up with a counter code to that. And this is, so when these guys say you got to stay on code, their code is totally different than what Neely Fuller is talking about. Their code is, as long as you agree with us and you talk about black issues, racial issues, shit that ain't make everything about race, as long as you make everything about race, that's the code you got to stay on. And guess what? They say you're not supposed to attack blacks, but these niggas attack blacks all the goddamn time. Anytime there's a black that don't agree with them, guess what? They attack them. That's against the code, sir. Oh, they call them coons, Uncle Tom sellout. Like, bro, they take shit totally out of proportion. But I don't want to talk about they. I want to talk about one today. I don't want to talk about the power of them. I want to talk about the power of one today. Let's continue. Now, according to Neely Fuller, he said the system of white supremacy, racism, is the most powerful force by and among people of the known universe that prevents the production of justice, which is balanced between people in all areas of activity, economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war/counter-war. During the existence of racism and white supremacy, the most important thing for a non-white person, that means if you're a non-white person, this is for you. The most important thing for a non-white person to study is the system of racism and white supremacy. What is it? How it works. This study should include every major detail of its establishment, maintenance, expansion, and refinement in every area of activity. So these fools on YouTube, you know who the channels are. Yes, I'm talking to you. These fools on YouTube, they come from the conscious community. Blood, I'm glad you pointed that out, Blood. You're right about that. Shout out to Blood TV. Let's give my brother, my brain man, Retro Boxing and documentary a round of applause. My sister Arlette. Let's see. Shout out to JC Jimenez. For dropping that $2. Bam! Super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Salute to you, fam.
From the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Another thing too, guys, like, you didn't choose your parents. None of us chose our parents. None of us chose our parents, right? The universe is created in polarity. The universe is created in polarity. What does that mean? You have the good and the bad, the negative and the positive. It's negative energy and positive energy. That's what we have, right? You have negative mindsets, positive mindsets. And depending on which paradigm you want to believe, paradigm is what is a paradigm? A paradigm is your worldview, your worldview, your outlook on life. So how do you see things? If you see things as though you are a victim and you are being oppressed and held down, guess what? Everything that you experience in life is going to be that of a victim. It's going to be that of someone who's been held down. That's what your experiences is going to be. Because that's your paradigm. That's your worldview, how you see things. You're always going to see things in that perspective. But trust me, I know. I was there for 25 years. Out of Moss number 47, yes, sir. I was there for 25 years. Got some of my FOI stuff. I should show y'all some old pictures of me, too. Should show y'all some old pictures of me. They're over there in the box. I'm going to have to get them out. Anyways, back to what I was saying, though. Back to what I was saying. Now, according to Neely Fuller, he said during the existence of white supremacy, racism, there is no way for a non-white person to be mentally healthy without understanding the white supremacy racism without understanding what white supremacy racism is and how it works. Everything that a non-white person thinks, says, and does while subject to the system of racism and white supremacy is directly or indirectly dominated by those white people who have chosen to practice racism and white supremacy. Therefore, whatever it is that a non-white person thinks, says, or does during the existence of racism and white supremacy is a direct or indirect reaction to whatever it is that white supremacists are thinking, saying, and doing. By not understanding what he or she is reacting to, the non-white person is forced to think, speak, and act in a confused manner. So basically, what Neely Fuller is basically saying is this. Let's read this one more time. He said everything that a non-white person thinks, says, and does while subject to the system of racism and white supremacy is directly or indirectly dominated by those white people. So let's stop right there. So he's saying that anything that you go through in life, whether you are successful or unsuccessful, especially if you are unsuccessful, he's saying that really it's not your fault. It's because the racism and white supremacy is keeping you down. The system is set up to keep you down and oppressed. So if you see crime going on in different communities or people who look the same way, it's not your fault. It's the system of racism and white supremacy that's making you pull that trick and kill other people who look like you and kill other people and stuff like that. Let's continue. This is what they're saying, right? So now, he said, therefore, whatever it is that a non-white person thinks, says, or does during the existence of racism and white supremacy is a direct or indirect reaction to whatever it is that the white supremacists are thinking, saying, and doing. So he's saying whatever you do is a reaction to what they are already doing and have done, right? So now, I'm not going to go further into this, right? Because I can go on and on with Neely Fuller. I read this book 3 times. I read this book 3 times. 3 times I read this book. Dr. Neely Fuller. R.I.P. to Dr. Neely Fuller. And I'm not here to say anything bad about Dr. Neely Fuller. That was Dr. Neely Fuller's truth. He was born in 1929, if I'm not mistaken. So the way he viewed the world, the way he came up, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I have nothing bad to say about the brother or anyone who has a problem or anyone who subscribed to what Dr. Neely Fuller is saying. Have no problem with that, right? The issue that I have is this. Let's get into Shakur Stevenson. You can't sit back and try to make everything racial out of nothing. Like you find racism in every goddamn thing. But let's go over here and look at what let's go and look at what Shakur Stevenson is saying. I told you guys about the victimhood mentality. What I said about the victimhood mentality, guys, over here. The victim will always see a way to find a way that he's going to become a victim. There's nothing in his life that he's ever going to be successful at. He's always going to see a victim because that's his worldview of things. That's his worldview. That's his paradigm. That's his paradigm, right? What is your paradigm? Your paradigm is how you view the world, how you view things. That's his paradigm. He's going to see things through the eyes of a victim. If you don't say the same shit that he wants you to say, he's going to see you as a cool Uncle Tom sellout. It's amazing. It's amazing how they would call someone like Terence Crawford, oh, he ain't black, he ain't on code, he Uncle Tom cool to sell out. He has a black wife, black children, and he doesn't drink, smoke, doesn't do all of that stuff. Live the life of a boxer. But and you said that he was because he was signed to Top Rank. You know, he was Top Rank Toby and signed to Bob Arum, the Slave Master, and all that stuff there, while ignoring the fact that the fighter that you niggas cap for, he has a non-black woman, he has mixed children that are not black. You see what I'm saying? He doesn't live the life of a boxer. You're a cap for that dude who is not on code, but the guy who is on code, you'll tear him down. And then now that Devin Haney is with Top Rank, it's amazing how Devin Haney not Top Rank Toby. How come he not Top Rank Toby? How come Devin Haney ain't signed? You say he signed the slave contract with Bob Arum. How come he not Top Rank Toby? Oh, because Bill Haney's giving you niggas an interview. True. Crawford signed the Top Rank Toby. Wrong side of the street. He know if he wanted to make that fight with what's the name, he know he shouldn't have never signed the contract while ignoring the fact that Devin Haney signed the contract with Top Rank. But he ain't Top Rank Toby, huh? Well, I be damned. Anyway, let's get into this because I know. Let me see. We get these lights up yet? Oh, okay. Them lights going strong. We need 97 more likes. I'll open it up. We can talk. But let's go ahead and do this though. Let's go ahead and do this. Share this screen right quick. Share this screen. My main man, Shakur Stevenson, little young brother. Let's see what he has to say. Let's see what Shakur has to say. Bear with me one moment, guys. I'm trying to pull it up. Fight hype. There we go. Alette, what's going on, sis? Hold on. Can you want to go online? No. I'm just saying. You want the people to hear you? All right. Yeah, cause we not accepting no phone calls, but you know this my sister. This is my sister. I'm gonna make an exception for Alette. Alette, go ahead, talk. Say what you need to say. You got to turn your volume down in the background.
Okay. Hey, Coach. Happy 4th of July to everyone. Coach, what you're saying, this show needs to be done. I am so proud of you. I mean, I know you've been calling out the BS, but you know, this is ridiculous. And I wish you approach this subject again when you start doing your boxing channel.
Yeah.
But these pro-black,
that's gonna be in no later than Friday. The channel is up. The artwork is done. I'm just getting my intro and outro video done. That'll be done in a day or so. And we doing our first show Friday. Cause I need to talk about other issues other than boxing. I'm tired of this boxing shit, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because these pro-blacks are full of crap. They are full of crap. That's what made me engage into your channel, because a lot of these people that saying all of this stuff, they don't have black wives. They don't support the black community. And to me, they want to play the victim. And I'm sick of that crap. I'm sick of it. A lot of them, like I said it on the chat, they hate black women and they hate any other race of males. But they are down with the white woman. They're down with the Hispanic. They're down with the Asian woman. But it's a reason for that. But Dontae could date or marry whoever he wants to. But once he starts clowning another man, a black man that's married and starting a black family, and he's clowning Andre Ward, clowning Terence Crawford, all of those men are married to black females. And it's just like, it's very like annoying to me. And I hope people really understand that this is just a business for them. A lot of these people, a lot of these pro-black, they don't even believe in half the stuff that they, preach. And to be honest with you, they promote a lot of dark stuff. And I don't want to get into this on a boxing show, but I've said it in the chat. But please, you guys, listen to what Coach is saying. He's saying the truth. A lot of these guys are full of crap. They don't know anything about boxing. They don't care about boxing. They have an agenda that has nothing to do with boxing. And that's it.
All right, so Arlette, thank you so much for calling in, sis. Arlette, round of applause. Shout out to Dude for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said you couldn't.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
All right, let's get into this. I want you guys to hear what the young brother is saying. Now, there is some things that he might have said that I didn't agree with about the Tyson Fury beat Muhammad Ali and stuff like that. But he's a kid. He's only like 23, 24 years old. He doesn't know better. But I understand what he's saying, though. He's just saying from a size standpoint, yada, yada, yada. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about this. This is what he quote unquote got his black card revoked for by Dontae's race baiting nation.
I supported your page, backed you, all types of shit. Like, I used to rock with you, bruh. I don't rock with you, bro. That's crazy, bro. I used to rock with you. I was one of the first people who like supported your page, backed you, all types of shit. Like, now you motherfucking keep getting on this YouTube and keep motherfucking talking all types of crazy about me, and I don't understand that shit, because it's like...
Let's start right there. You heard what he said? He said, I used to rock with you, supported your page, yada, 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 blah, blah, squad. See, that's what this shit is all about in the first place. And he did interviews with Dontae's race baiting nation. He's done interviews with him. See, as soon as you make these fake revolutionary niggas mad on YouTube, as soon as you make them mad, goddammit, they'll disown you. They'll start attacking you. But Blood says something very key. They come from the so-called conscious community. That's where they come from. That's where they come from. The conscious community niggas are walking contradictions. Everything they preach and tell you not to do, they do the opposite. They talk pro-black, but got a white woman at home. They talk pro-black, but got a non-black woman at home. They talk pro-black, but they don't know how to build nothing in the community. They talk pro-black, but they don't even know how to stop violence in their community. They don't know how to protect their women and their children. They talk all that shit, but they don't do none of the stuff that they're preaching to you and me. And then online and boxing, instead of talking about boxing, these niggas don't want to give us no interviews and all this stuff there, so we gonna kick them to the curb and do this and do that. Nobody owe you nothing. I'm not gonna get mad at Terence Crawford because he won't give me no interview. That man don't owe me shit. I still like him as a fighter. Errol Spence don't owe me no interview. I don't dick ride for interviews anyways. If they rock with me, cool. If they don't, cool. I ain't got a problem with it. It's really not a big deal. Let's continue.
I really used to back you crazy. I ain't never had no bad energy for you. For anybody that worked for you, ask the light-skinned dude that be recording for you. I always show him love. I always tell him, skip the line. Come on, pull up. I do interviews, all types of shit. when motherfucking you first started your page.
I do not own the rights to this materials for educational purposes only. Shout out to Fight Hype for this.
You put me and Devin out there on the sparring videos. I support it. I appreciate it. It was all love. Now you motherfucking getting on YouTube and keep motherfucking talking crazy like motherfucking say I ain't for my people. How the fuck I'm not for my people, bro?
Let's start right there. Oh, I can't listen to no more. The nigga Dontae's race baiting nation tells Shakur Stevenson he's not for his people. Nigga, how, nigga, what, and nigga, where? Dude, you left America and moved to Thailand, have non-black children, are surrounded by non-black women, and you trying to tell someone who's over here in America that they're not for their people? Nigga, what the hell are you talking about?
True.
Bro, make this make sense to me. Make this make sense to me. The foundation, the very foundation to being pro-black is the black woman. If you don't have a black woman, that black power shit don't mean nothing. Throw that shit out the window. If you don't have the foundation, you don't have the structure. He ain't for his people. Oh, but you is? Says the nigga who moved from America, moved to Thailand, got married to Taiwanese women, and have mixed children. Make it make sense to me, man.
True.
Hey, there's some of these dudes. You fact check these dudes. Listen, some of your favorite pro-black revolutionaries online in the YTBC. The alphabet boy, some of your favorite ones, you go to thinking they H. Rap Brown, you go to thinking they Dr. Khalid Muhammad, come to find out they ain't living like that. These niggas faking in a $3 bill. Yes, it's time to pull y'all whole card though. Dontae Cheeseburger Nation. My brother, that right there, I heard the man video. You ain't for your people. Okay, cool.
Me, this nigga said, this motherfucker said because of basically, I support Bam. Lil Bam. He say, what he say? He say, I look up to Bam and I support Bam more than I support myself or some shit like that. Like
that's pretty much what he said. So basically, for all you guys who don't know, Shakur Stevenson committed a sin. The sin he committed was he gave a Hispanic fighter credit. He didn't look at it as the way Dontae wanted him to look at it. See, a lot of these dudes, their paradigm, they want your paradigm to be their paradigm. The way he views the world, see, a lot of these fake conscious community, fake YouTube, wannabe pro-black channels online, a lot of these dudes, they look down on you. They look down on you if your paradigm is not their paradigm. If you don't see the world the way they see it, they look down on you. You're the cool, if you're black, you're the cool knuckle Tom sellout, Sambo, whatever, because you don't see the world the way we see the world. But really on YouTube, it ain't got nothing to do with that. It has to do with if you give me an interview. If you give me an interview, come on my show, yeah, boy, he all right. See how they dick riding Devin Haney right now? All because of dollar bill come on their shows. They pro Devin Haney now. But anyways, I don't want to talk about those clowns. But anyways, as it relate to Dontae, my brother, sir, I don't know who, brother, like, I don't know who told you, bro, but this is the code that they try to talk about, bro. Neely Fuller. Let's go here, though. This is another good book, man. I read a couple of times. Booker T. Washington, Up from Slavery. You know, he overcame all that systemic racism and became a multimillionaire. Anyways, this is another one of my favorite books called Subliminal Subduction. This book was written in the 70s. My favorite hobby is reading. I love reading. I buy to these niggas because these niggas don't even have the knowledge I have. These fake Sarah Suit and SETI YouTube channels. Yeah, you guys. Let's see. My good brother, Dr. John Henry Clark, one of my favorite books, historian here. The Grandmaster, Dr. John Henry Clark. Minister Farrakhan, The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews. Advise you guys check this book out. I think you can only get it from the Nation of Islam. Now this book is slanted. This book is slanted. Anyway, let's continue. Message to the black man. Of course, you got to have that. You're in the Nation of Islam. The theology of time. Honorable Elijah Muhammad, theology of time. I think it was put together by Rasul. Abbas Rasul. We put that together. Theology of Time. You want to hear about spaceships and all that shit there? This is the book for you. My brother, Professor Griff, one of his books, The Psychological Warfare, Covert War on hip hop. My brother, Professor Griff.
Okay.
You guys check this book out right here. This is what you can see what's going on. This book is called Cynical Theories, right? I had this book for like a couple of years now, and it talks about how activist scholarship made everything about race, gender, and identity, and why this harms everybody. So what's going on in the YTBC? See, can I put this here? Hold on, let me turn this light off. You can't see it. You can't see it. But what's going on in the YTBC is, you know, they want to make everything about race, gender, and identity, right? Definitely about race. Everything about race. I got a lot of books over here, a lot of shit over here that I study and read, mine, you know. But this is the code that they try to talk about, Neely Fuller. They try to talk about the code they try to talk about, guys, is Neely Fuller. That's the code. As a matter of fact, that's the code right there they try to talk about. So when you hear these fake niggas talk about, yeah, you got to be on code, coach, this is the code they're talking about. Now, a lot of these guys, they probably don't even know who the fuck Neely Fuller is, but this is what they're talking about. And they totally taking Neely Fuller's teachings and his beliefs, and they totally misscrewing it. They totally just effing it up in the name of boxing. So if you're a black fighter and you compliment a non-black fighter, you are now not representing for your people. Says the guy who has a non-black wife and non-black children. Make that shit make sense.
True.
I'm not going to stay on Shakur long. That's what that was all about. And this is what this clown said. Dontae Cheeseburger Nation. Oh, this is what this clown. What that shit? Boy, when I seen that shit, I'm like, oh my God. No, this nigga did. I know this nigga ain't do what I know this nigga didn't. That's what pissed me off when he said that Shakur is not representing for his people. You of all people. So, let's do this here. Okay. As a matter of fact, let's see. I think this is it right here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
From young prospects to prime. What's going on, guys?
Hold on. I just thought about something. Hold on. Nigga, you talk all that pro-black revolutionary shit. You don't even have a black woman in the intro. I mean, I know he did when he was in America, but that's neither here nor there. But God damn, dog. Boy, these dudes here, boy. All these dudes, boy, if you did not have a double standard, you will not have one at all. Let's continue. Let's go right here. Let's go right here.
Boxing Nation.
In particular, that Shakur Stevenson, young prospects to prime pound for pound champions. But out of nation, what's going on, guys?
All right, here we go.
Okay, so there's a lot of special talent. There's a lot of gifted fighters in the sport of boxing, from young prospects to prime pound for pound champions. But out of all of the special talent, there's one fighter in particular.
I do not own the rights to this material for educational purposes only.
Shakur Stevenson has given his full endorsement to, and that is Jesse Bam Bam Rodriguez. For those of you guys who don't know who Jesse Rodriguez is.
So notice what he said. He's giving his full support to. He has a problem with that because Shakur Stevenson thinks highly of Bam Rodriguez. He's a hell of a fighter. He thinks highly of him, right? And guess what? Even if you don't think highly of Bam, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just your opinion. That's his opinion on how he feels based on boxing, not based on race. But let's continue.
He is a super flyweight champion at 115 pounds, and he's coming off of a big win. He just stopped Sisakit Rungvisai, the Thailand fighter who knocked out Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez cold, and also beat Francisco Estrada.
Okay.
There's no doubt about it. Rodriguez is definitely a good performance from Bam Bam Rodriguez. Shakur Stevenson, he replied to the post, and he said, "I'm picking Bam in 2 years. I promise. Sorry, but this kid is so special." Someone responds to Shakur Stevenson.
So this is what's going to piss him off. Let's listen a little bit further.
Stevenson saying that Inoue would beat him. Shakur responds to this person, and he says, "Bro, the kid is so special, and he's been special. Crazy thing about it." But Shakur didn't stop there. The praise continued to pour in from Shakur. Then he said, "Bam is one of my favorite fighters. Wow, he's so special. I would love to see him versus the monster. Just give him 2 more years." And then Shakur, he still
all right, so basically, I hope you get the gist. Basically, he's upset at the fact that Shakur is giving Bam props. He likes Bam. Sometimes when you really like a fighter, you like how they operate in the ring. I mean, you like how they operate in the ring. There's nothing wrong with that. But the problem I have is you made it something other than what it was. You was reaching. Shakur Stevenson was right. You was reaching, fam. Fam, you was reaching. You was reaching all the way from Thailand. You're reaching all the way from Thailand. And then you're gonna tell a young man that young man, oh, you ain't representing for your people. What? Says the nigga that live in Thailand that have non-black children. Let's continue.
step further. He then went to his Instagram account and he posted a video of him sitting there watching the Bam Bam Rodriguez fight. And he's saying to himself, wow, man, this kid is so special. Shakur was going out of his way. He really wanted.
This dude, he'll say DMB was right. Shorty said Fury will beat Ali. Listen, I'm not even talking about the Fury and beat Ali. We're not even talking about that, sir. So you're talking about something totally different. You don't even know what he's right about. He's not right. When you say that this guy, and I think you're conflicting two different things. When you say that this guy is a betrayal to his people, he's not representing for his people. You know what I mean? Because he gave praise to a Hispanic fighter because he likes the guy. Says the guy who has a non-black wife, has mixed non-black children, and live in Thailand. He's not right about that. He's dead wrong about that. Now, about the Ali shit, I totally disagree with the Ali shit. Yeah, I totally disagree with that. To me, Shakur Stevenson was tripping. But that's how he felt. That's how he felt. He has a right to his opinion no matter what. But as relates to this racial shit, this is what I'm addressing. I think you on something else, fam. I think you talk about something else. Shout out to Sporting Icons. I don't know if you guys need to listen. I don't know if you guys slow or stupid. Y'all need to listen to what the fuck the subject matter is. You know what I mean? Damn.
To let the boxing world, well, really the Mexican fans in particular, he wanted them to know that he has given Rodriguez his full support.
Let's stop right there. Now, this what a nigga just flat out lied at. He's saying that because Shakur Stevenson gave praise to Bam Rodriguez, what he's doing, that's code for letting the Mexican fan base know that, hey, SA, I'm on you guys' side. I'm giving Bam my full support. So he's saying that the reason why he went inside Shakur Stevenson's head, figured and just know exactly the reason why he gave Bam credit. So he's saying that he's being disingenuous because he wants to get credit from the Mexican fan base, while ignoring the fact that you live in Thailand and got non-black women. So are you trying to get credit from the Taiwanese fan base? Are you trying to get credit from the Taiwanese? Are you trying to get credit from the Asians? Just asking.
True.
Just asking.
True.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and take this a step further. Shout out to my brother Retro. He said he must have not lived up to an interview or failed to get back with him. It has to do with an interview or something. I went in the back. Yeah, I believe that. Again, dog, like, I ain't here to be friends, dog. I'm not here to be friends, not here to be buddies, not here to be your partners. I ain't here to do none of that. Again, I love purging my channel. If you feel that I'm a coon, Uncle Tom sellout, I'm not spitting that alphabet boy rhetoric. I know the code better than they know the code. They don't know the code. I know the code. He ain't spitting that Dontae's race baiting nation rhetoric. If you feel like I'm not spitting that, then that's why you subscribe. Guess what? Unsubscribe. Go back to where you came from. Don't want you. Don't need you over here.
True.
Don't want you. Don't need you over here. Right? Let's continue. Let's go. Now let's do this. Again, why did I read you? Why did I read you this? Let me show you guys something. Neely Fuller. Why did I read the intro to this? I'm going to tie this into what's going on right now today. Your paradigm is what? Your paradigm is your worldview. How you view life. You have some people who are pessimists. They're pessimistic when it comes to life. And you have some people who are optimists. Me, I am an optimist. I don't care how bad things are going in life. I see the other things that's going good. And I am attracted to that. I believe in the power. I believe in the law of attraction. I try to attract that which I want for myself and my family. And I don't believe in dealing with the negative. I don't believe in dealing with negative energy. Negative energy and positive energy go hand in hand. You got some who delve with the negative energy. I like to delve more in the positive energy, but I delve on both sides. because, you know, the universe is creating a polarity. So I do kind of delve in both sides, you know, and I try to be more balanced with it because I need the negative energy as well as the positive energy. The negative and positive go hand in hand, right? So now, but let's start right here. Neely Fuller says, I, Neely Fuller Jr., the writer, author of this book, have been, like millions of others, a long-time victim and servant to racism and white supremacy in all areas of activity. Let's stop right there. And hold on, let's continue. He said, my experiences, his experiences only, subjective to him, my experiences, observations, and studies have led him to believe the following. Racism has done more to promote non-justice than any other social material system known to have been produced or supported by the people of the known universe. The known universe. Man, that's very interesting. He said, no major problem that exists between the people on earth. He said, no major problem that exists between the people of the known universe can be eliminated until racism is eliminated. So let's stop right there. Because he makes several points, but I don't want to, this show will go on, and I want to end it in 2 hours. I want to open up these phone lines and let everybody talk. What he's saying is he said that he's been a victim. So my brother Neely Fuller has a victimhood mentality. Once he said that he has been a victim of something, and I'm not saying because I've been robbed before. I can say, yeah, I've been a victim of this robbery or whatever the case may be, but I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about from a mentality standpoint. Once you have that victimhood mentality, your paradigm, you will always see things through the lens of a victim. You will always see things through that lens, the victimhood lens. You will always see things through the lens of oppression. And the YTBC, these dudes doing this for super chats and subscribers. That's what they do it for. I can tell you that right now. Let's break this down. What is a victim mentality? A victim mentality is a psychological term that refers to a type of dysfunctional mindset which seeks to feel persecuted in order to gain attention or avoid self-responsibility. People who struggle with the victimhood mentality are convinced that life is not beyond their control. No. I'm reading something. It says that people who struggle with a victimhood mentality are convinced that life is not only beyond their control, but is out to deliberately hurt them. So in the sport of boxing, from these guys who come from the so-called conscious community, they try to bring that over here in boxing. Has nothing to do with boxing. They conflate the two. Now, boxing has always been about race. That is true. From the beginning of time, boxing has been about race. We know that. But just because boxing has been about race does not mean that when Shakur Stevenson talks about something, this is a BLM moment. This is a racist or white supremacy moment. If Terence Crawford says something, or Errol Spence, or one of your fighters who you like or don't like say something, it doesn't mean that this is a Black Lives Matter moment. Because the race hustler, he's always looking for avenues and lanes to push his race hustling narrative, right? He's always looking for avenues. So anything you say, he can always twist it to make it fit his narrative. And he'll have some low IQ, low energy subscribers that'll be like, yeah, facts. That's facts. Yeah, that's facts, Dontae. You breaking it down. This is exactly what's going on. You're going to sit here and tell me that a young man who has an opinion, no matter how unpopular his opinion may be to some, you're going to say that, hey, this is a young man, this guy like 23, 24 years old. Oh, man, you know what? He's not representing for his people. Says the guy who moved from America, moved to Taiwan. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
True.
Man, make it make sense. Now, let's talk about this. How does self-victimization develop? Now, no one is born with a victimhood mentality. Just no one is born clinically depressed or anxious. Right? No one is born like that, right? Instead, the victim mentality is an acquired personality trait, meaning that it is the result of early life conditioning and coping mechanisms. So a lot of these guys, they learn, because I had a victimhood mentality, you know, when I was in it as well. So I learned it from what I was raised, what I was taught, my environment. Being in the streets, my mother was a Black Panther. My mother was very militant. You know, she taught me a whole lot of things. Then my grandfather, he come out of Mosque number 7 Mosque number 7 in New York, and I think he joined the Nation of Islam in 1955. You know what I mean? So just a lot of things I was taught and trained to believe. You know what I mean? That's where my mentality came from, and I was militant with it as well. militant with it as well. Now, most victims were victimized in some ways as a child, right? Whether that was through physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, or psychological abuse, right? Now, self-victimization can also develop through the codependent relationship we had with our parents, or simply by observing and adopting, keyword adopting, by observing and adopting the unhealthy victim mentality exhibited by one or more of our family members. As a matter of fact, I need to pull this shit up on the screen so you guys can see it. My kids are here, so I can't curse. Now, let's look at some of the perks of being a victim, because this is what they preach. This is what Dontae is preaching. You know, this is what's going on. You know, see, the white system is keeping us down. And if you make a pound for pound list, if you have a white guy in there, see, this shows how the systemic racism is in your brain, and you are a betrayer to your people, and you don't even realize it, because that's how the system of white supremacy works. Says the guy who has a non-black woman, have non-black children who live in Taiwan. Am I going to take advice from him? If you're going to take advice, when you take advice from someone who is the living example of what they're preaching, do you have a community in your neighborhood? Are you building a community, sir? Do you have security in your community where you can protect your women and children from violence or whatever the case may be? Sir, are you teaching your children economics? What are you doing? Like, you know, how is this information that you're telling me? How can I apply that information to my everyday life today? How can I apply that information for me to, get good credit, or, raise money, or, build wealth, or build a company? How can I use that information that you're giving me? Because I know what you're getting from me. You're getting my time, you're getting my money. You're getting my time for the views, and you're getting my money for when I send you super chats. So I know what you're getting from me. But how am I going to take that information and use it to apply to my everyday life? And then you totally take things out of context. How can you say that you're for your people in one breath, black people, but then you tear black people down in another breath? What part of the game is that? What part of the code is that? Like, listen, bro, let me tell you something. I got so much shit over here, man. Now, this is one of my favorite books that was written by Minister Farrakhan, Self-Improvement, the Basis for Community Development. If you want to know how to build a community, guys, I advise you to get this manual. Minister Farrakhan wrote this in the 90s. Probably go to the Nation of Islam website. This is really, really good, man. Like, this is some really good material in there, right? Really good material in there. And my general orders, a lot of you guys don't even know what the general orders are. I can break that down for you. You know, I got a whole lot of stuff. I got so many books, man. I got so many books in the garage and stuff like that, dog. Like, you have no idea. I've been doing this stuff for so long, debating the Hebrews, debating the Arabs, the Christians, Sunni Muslims, Shia Muslims, just debating. You know, I just debate so much. That's all we did as it relates to this. I'm retired from that now. What I don't like is what I see going on in the boxing community. You have these guys, and some of you subscribers get on my nerves as well, because you'll come over here in my chat and my channel and tell me I got to stay on code, and you cooning for the Mexicans and this and that. So the Mexicans say I'm racist against them. I only support the black fighters. The whites say I'm racist against them, because I don't like white fighters. The blacks say I'm cooning, I'm racist against blacks because I don't represent for the black man. I try to do this to please the Mexicans and the whites. And the Asians say what they say, you don't represent for Manny Pacquiao enough, yada, 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 yada. I got 4 races saying the same goddamn thing. Make it make sense.
True.
So guess what? I give a damn about neither group. Care nothing about you. All of y'all saying the same stuff. You can't even articulate your point, your position, right? Let's continue. I say this time and time again. A lot of these guys have low IQs. Low IQs. What do I mean by that? A sign of someone that has a low IQ. The hallmark of a low IQ individual is someone who lacks curiosity, and they keep people stuck on their present level. So they lack curiosity, right? They lack intellectual humility. They are very closed-minded, people who are low IQs. If you notice online, you got a lot of these dudes, they're very closed-minded. They yell, scream, threaten you, hide behind avatars, and there's no need to even try to debate. I don't even try to debate these guys. I say what I say and move on. There's no need. I'm not going to argue with you about my position, because I know you're operating from a position of inferiority when it comes to what you're talking about. You don't even know the code. You don't even practice it. You don't live it. You don't even respect black women. You don't even respect your woman. Your woman, the black woman, is the foundation to everything. She's the field from which you reproduce yourself, right? Now, I'm not talking about the current state of certain black women in America right now. Now, just like I'm not talking about the current state of certain black men in America. But I'm just telling it the way I see it. If you so-called conscious, there's certain things you need to be practicing. You need to do more practicing what you preach and less talking to push a racial narrative. You need to do more practicing what you preach, fam. Because right now, you dudes out here shaking like a leaf in the middle of a hurricane. I gotta call it the way I see it, dog. I'm not here to be your friends. I'm not here to be a part of your boxing community. I care nothing about your boxing community. I am the boxing community killer. I came on the scene and I'm destroying all of that old stuff that y'all was out there putting out. I'm destroying that, dog. Somebody gotta do it. I care nothing about the Hispanic ones that been on here longer than me. Care nothing about you, sir. I care nothing about the black stuff been on here longer than me. Care nothing about you. Care nothing about the white channels or the Asian channel. I care nothing about them. If you're spitting that same old racist bullshit, guess what? I care nothing about you. I'm not on your team.
True.
I'm a one-man army, dog. I'm the one-man gang. I can hold my own on this here. I'll body all of y'all. Y'all better come together for a Voltron. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it dealing with me, right? I get it. You've been watching Young Pharaoh back in the day. You watch Sa Neta TV. You watch Red Pill, Blue Pill. You watch Professor Griff. You watch my good sister Zaza Ali. You watch Dr. Oya Mayat. You watch the Umar Squad, Unc and them boys. You watch Sarah Suit and Seti. I get it. Brother Tahiti. You watched all of those guys and you think you know, and you try to bring that over into boxing. I get your angle. I get it. Guess what? You guess what? It's out of place though, dog. It's out of place. When you bore down, when you narrow it down, you guys do this for because you want an interview. That's what it's all about. You getting your money. I ain't knocking your hustle. But just don't get mad at me when I expose and tell it like it is. That's all I'm saying. I don't care what you say about me, fam. I don't care what you say about me. I can handle it. I'm gonna open up these phone lines too. Somebody gave a super chat. Shout out to Catherine. Hey, okay. For dropping that $2. Bam! Super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, man, I'm just calling the way I see it, dog. It's some channels I just can't rock with. Some channels I thought was all right, they ain't all right. Shout out to my brother D-Style, man. D-Style, he one of the real ones. I got a lot of love for D-Style and G-Funky. He one of the real. D-Style one of the real ones. Hey, okay. Shout out to my brother D-Style for dropping that $2. Bam! Super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
And I gotta say this, what my brother Blood Boxing say, your hangups are not my hangups. If you got a problem with somebody, another channel, a YouTube channel, or a subscriber, guess what? That ain't my problem. If you mad at me because I don't hate this person because you hate them, that ain't my problem. And if my relationship with you is based upon I have to dislike the same people that you dislike, then guess what? We need to end that relationship. Remember that. I want you to remember that. Shout out to Retro. He said these old fake niggas talking point fingers, the more resistance they would get from me. Yeah, I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that. Again, I don't have a problem with you, who you fall in love with. You got a Mexican wife, a white wife, a black wife, Mexican husband, white husband, black husband, Asian husband. I don't have a problem with that. You love who you love, fam. What I have a problem with is when you ain't practicing that what you preaching. When you coming to me trying to be here with Pete Newton, trying to be Angela Davis, when you come to me with that foolishness, you trying to be Dr. Khalid Muhammad, H. Rap Brown, when you come to Gil Scott Heron, when you come to me preaching that, but you doing the total opposite of that what you're preaching, I have a problem with that. Don't tell me to stay on code when you ain't checking them other dudes who disrespect black men and women on their channels every day because they don't agree with them or won't give them an interview. Don't tell me to stay on that code. I can't go with that code. Hey, okay. Shout out to Juan Carrillo for dropping that $2. Bam! Super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over. boy.
He said Coach did it first, and we motivate even the great.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
And listen, check this out. Don't let nobody shame you who you. If you fall in love with somebody, you fall in love with somebody. I am not talking about that. I don't get into, okay, you fell in love with somebody of a different race. Who cares? We love who we love, right? But you didn't choose your parents. If you was born not black, guess what? Don't be apologizing for that. Oh, I'm so sorry I'm not black. Oh, I just wish that I could be black because these other black guys over here, they don't like me and they won't accept me. Man, damn them. And if you born black, be proud of that. But don't sit here and try to be the moral authority on what's black. And you don't even know the code. This man, Neely Fuller, talks about his experiences. He was born in 1929, fam. His viewpoint of America is totally different from what he's experienced. You see what I'm saying? Totally different. And bro, like the hypocrisy you guys come with, it kills me, dog. I be sitting back watching some of these dudes. I be trying not to say nothing, but it's like, man, these dudes are just some clowns. Get your money. I ain't knocking you, but I'm not gonna listen to no boxing ego. Nigga, you ain't black. Don't talk to me about no black issues. You's a mud. I don't want to hear nothing from no Aki TV. You ain't black. And Dontae's Race Baiting Nation. Man, you live in Taiwan. Got a Taiwanese wife and mixed children. I don't want to hear nothing from you about no black issues. And some of them dudes from the Alphabet Boy community. Boy, hush. Don't talk to me about that. See, this is why I can't be down. I'm not a part of the go along to get along game. I'm not a part of that. Not gonna go along to get along. Do we got the lights up, man? Cause there's a whole lot of stuff I want to cook on. But I said I want to end this show in 2 hours. There's a whole lot of stuff I want to cook on, bro. Oh, bro, I got a whole lot. Lord, I got a whole lot. A lot of these guys, they have a low IQ and they lack critical thinking skills. They lack critical thinking skills. I'm gonna open up the phone lines, but let me do this. Let me do this one thing. Now, this was the guy who came on the scene who brought the pseudoism. He brought the pseudoism into the boxing community. This brother right here, Young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh was the one who came with Glovegate. Y'all remember that? Glovegate? When Tyson Fury fought Deontay Wilder? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember this? Y'all remember that there? He was the one that, y'all didn't hear it. Y'all didn't hear it. He was the one that came with the Glovegate. But all that suit. Now, Young Pharaoh's from the conscious, well, he used to be a part of the conscious community. He's not a part of it anymore. From Buffalo, New York. He the one brought that in. And what he did when he brought that in, he brought a whole wave of them conscious dummies that came along into the YTBC. They followed him in here. Yeah, the glove, you see the way he was bending the glove back? And yeah, you know, and Mark Breland, he spiked the water. And yeah, he spiked the water. And the referee was this and that. That came from that guy. That's where it came from. Conscious community dummy number one. Young Pharaoh. Very intelligent brother, very smart brother, very intelligent brother. You know what I mean? But he's off his rocker a little bit now. That's where that came from. That came from there, right? That's where that came from. That's where it all started out. I'm saying with the pseudo stuff, It didn't start there, but that's what. But I be damn boy. That's where the pseudo stuff came in at. That's where the pseudo stuff came in at. These dudes don't have the responsibility. They lack critical thinking skills. They have very low IQs. They suffer from confirmation bias, and they just make excuses all goddamn day. And if you don't agree with what they say, the only thing they've been reduced to is name calling. These guys have no power at all. They have the power to name call. They have never pulled up on anyone. They have never caused physical violence on anyone in YouTube. When they see people at fights, they don't do nothing. They don't do any of that stuff. But online behind those avatars, oh, they so gangster. And some of these content creators, they talk all this H-Rap Brown stuff, but they get on their knees and perform awesome jawsome to get interviews. Now I'm just all I'm gonna say. My kids are here. But you know what I'm talking about. And that's what it is. And they send their minions over here. I don't know why they come over here. I don't like them. But they still come over here. So let's open up these phone lines, man. Let's open up these phone lines. I got a whole lot I want to cook on. It's going to be part 2 to this. It's got to be part 2. I got to do part 2, man, because I got too much I want to talk about. I got too much I want to talk about. Oh, phone lines is open, man. 53049. Listen, man, make your point 2 minutes, man. Please make your point 2 minutes because we got to let other people come in. If somebody is on the phone, if you see me on the phone with someone and you call in, I am not going to hang up on them. Please call back. If you see me on the phone, I don't answer. It's because of that. Listen, any of you conscious community boxing fans want to call into the show, please call in. Anyone who feels that I'm a coon, Uncle Tom, a sellout, please call in. I haven't really bodied you. Dontae, I haven't really bodied you. I kind of went light on you, but I don't want to run over time, and I want a lot of people to call in. I'm gonna do a part 2 to this. This will be a part 2 when I really get the body. I'm not bodying you the way I can body you, but I will say this. Boy, if you're a black man that's living in Thailand, don't call me talking about somebody betraying their race. They got to stay on code. When you violation number 1, you don't have a black woman. Violation number 2, you have mixed kids. And violation number 3, you don't even live in the country. You moved away from black folks to go to Taiwan, to go to Thailand or wherever you at, Thailand or Taiwan, wherever the hell he at. So cut that out. I don't want to hear it. Wherever he's at, Taiwan or Thailand, I don't know which one he's at. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's the boxing scholar from Texas. What's up, Coach?
Boxing scholar from Texas. Talk to me.
Hey, Coach, I couldn't agree with you more, man. How you gonna leave during the middle of a so-called race war to Thailand? He's acknowledging that black people have struggles, right? And during the middle of the struggles, he runs his ass all the way to Thailand and say, "I'm gonna support you guys from here." Makes no sense. Why would you leave during a war if you think that it's a real race war going on or whatever you believe, you're an activist? Why would you go all the way to Thailand and leave the black man to struggle by himself? Don't make any sense. Because
1, he's not an activist; he's just talking. And 2, if these guys did not have a double standard, they wouldn't have a standard at all. He built this whole platform on race, right? And then the thing is if a fighter has an opinion, so basically what you're telling me is this: if I give credit to a non-black fighter, that means that I'm betraying my race. That's pretty much what he said Shakur Stevenson is doing. The only problem is these guys who preach this rhetoric. I'm telling you, if you pull a whole card, and pull up on them, you'll see that they don't even practice that what they're preaching online. That's the only problem I have with it. I don't have a problem with them being married to who they want to be married to, having kids who they want to have kids from. I don't have a problem with that. The problem I have is when you show the double standard by trying to tell me how to be black, how to be on code, when you're not practicing that what you're preaching, you're not even on code your goddamn self. If you're not practicing that what you're preaching, why are you trying to preach it to me? And then you're going to judge me from the lens of me not being on code while you are not on code in the first place. Please make that make sense to me.
Exactly. They preach black and sleep white. I mean, to sum it all up, it's all about money to them.
Yeah, man.
It's all about money. He can't understand that you can support a fighter and it not be about race, because that's what he sells. So whenever Shakur Stevenson is saying he supports the guy because he's a boxing person, he's all about boxing with him, he's thinking through the lens of his eyes. Oh, it's about he's trying to support and get support from the Mexicans. They're like, what? Wait, what?
Yeah, where you got that from?
Coach, they've been grinding so hard for this race stuff that they lost in their own cause. They chasing their tail. They don't even know what they talking about anymore. They don't even know where they headed.
And you know what though? A lot of people are waking up to them. See, when I came, hey, I'm gonna let you go, man. Can I got other people want to call in? But shout out to the box caller, man. See, a lot of people are waking up to them. When I came on the scene, I got attacked vehemently by all of those guys. Really, their subscribers. It really was their subscribers. It really wasn't the YouTube channels. They try to act like they didn't know who I was. I don't even know who that dude is. I never heard of him. Guess what? They heard of me now. They know who I am now. But I've got called every name under the sun for pointing out the obvious. But none of them never said I was a liar. You notice that? None of them, they'll never say I'm a liar. They'll call me all kind of, but never say I'm a liar. But the double standards and the hypocrisy is what I'm talking about, bro. If these guys did not have a double standard, they would not have a standard at all. Shout out to Shadow Ghost. Hey, for dropping that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said racism and victim mentality is learned behavior. They usually are complaining 24/7 and have a miserable life. I can't relate to that. I can't relate to that way of life. No, I can't.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
So listen, this is the Neely Fuller playbook. I advise you guys to please go buy this book. Then if you want to know everything you need to know about the code, because Neely Fuller is the one that came up with a counter-racist code. That's what the code is. The code is to counter racism. It's a code that's for black people to counter racism. The only problem with that is some of these guys take that message, they conflict it, they conflate it, and they make it something more than it's not. They make it something to fit their narrative. You know, like if you look at their lives is total contradiction to everything that they preach online. Their lives is total contradiction to everything that they preach online. And when you call them out on it, I'm doing it for, I'm trying to get the Mexican fan base. Well, the Mexican fan base say I'm racist towards them. So I can't be doing it trying to get the Mexican fan base. And then, you're doing it trying to get the white fan base. Well, the white boxing fan base say that I'm racist against them because of my criticism of Tyson Fury. So that can't be it. Oh, well, you're doing it to try to get the Asian fan base. Well, the Asian fan base say that I don't praise Manny Pacquiao enough, so I'm racist against them. And then those other you're doing it to try to you try to cater to the black audience. Well, the black audience say that I'm a coon Uncle Tom, a sellout, and I'm a disgrace against my own race. Which one it is? True. Which one it is, Myron? Which one it is? Which one it is? Am I racist towards whites? Am I racist towards Hispanics? Am I racist towards Asians? Or I'm a sellout of coon Uncle Tom for my own kind, against my own kind? Which one it is? Hey, okay. Shout out to Myron for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, can't stand Dontae's ass. Peace and poodleism. From vacation, Arizona. Oh, the dog in Arizona, man. Peace on my brother Myron.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Look here, man. I tell him time and time again. I say, look, man, if you honestly feel that way about me, why are you over here? Why are you over here? I'm the dude that be telling the truth, giving you the game, showing you the clickbait titles, showing you how to make the clickbait thumbnails, all that stuff there. I get persecuted. I call it the way I see it. I call it how it is. Matter of fact, all of these are my goddamn receipts. I can listen, bro. I done read this book 3 times. I can literally just go to chapters of certain things that they try to talk about in the YTBC, literally. You see what I'm saying? Literally, and show you this is what they're trying to say right here. Oh, they got this out of chapter 6. Area 6, in Neely Fuller's book. This is what they're trying to say. I can literally hear the rhetoric that comes out of these guys' mouth, tell you who they've been listening to. Oh, yeah, he been listening to Sa Rasoon Seti back in the day. Oh, yep, Sa Neta TV. Oh, yeah, he was watching some of them Brother Polite debates, against, what my brother name? I forgot my brother name, man. Not Brother Tony Muhammad. I forgot my brother, Ali Muhammad. Against Ali Muhammad. This way they got this from, bro. I get what you're trying to do. I get what you're trying to do. The only problem is you have people online that's in the YTBC. They don't want to hear that shit. They just want to hear about boxing. And you can't make everything is about race all the goddamn time. And you can't act like you the moral authority when it comes to race in boxing when your life is totally contradictory to that what you're trying to preach to me. Oh my Lord, these dudes, man. All these dudes, man. Bro. Bro, I'm like, man, somebody gotta start pulling up on these dudes. The reason why I kind of backed up off of them a little bit, because I was a savage last year. Last year I was a savage, but I had my back up against the wall. I had to fight last year. I had to fight because I had a whole community that I was receiving death threats, gun emojis. Niggas were telling me if they see me, they gonna do A, B, C, and D. And the more they threatened me, the more vicious I became in my verbal assault. I'm still standing. Care nothing about these guys. I want to show you guys that people like Dontae's Race Baiting Nation, they are weak individuals. They're weak. They have no power. I want to show you guys that I'm leading the charge over here. I want to show you guys that these channels who push this kind of rhetoric, try to tell, who call black fighters who have black wives and black children top-ranked Tobies while ignoring the fact that the fighter that they're promoting is signed to top rank. I want to show you guys that these guys are weak. They are a weak boxing community. They have weak subscribers and followers. They're weak. This is why I can talk the way I talk about myself. They can't do nothing with me. They can't do nothing with me. I'm showing you, have no fear. Underdog is here. Here I come to save the day. And I'm here to tell you that. We toe tag and body bag over here. We toe tag and body bag over here. So this is what's going on. I got a whole, as a matter of fact, shit, you know, ain't nobody calling in. Let me go ahead and get to this. Let's go ahead and get to the show. Shit, let me go ahead and do this, man. Ain't nobody calling. Let me go ahead and pull this up, man. Shit, y'all probably want to hear me cook anyways. Y'all want to hear the old boy cook? Let's cook. Y'all want to hear me cook? Let's cook. Let's do this. Shout out to Jugs. Hey, okay. For dropping that $2. Bam! Super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What you say, fam? Hold on. What you say, my brother? Oh, he say, Coach, give him that Brona talk. Oh, you talking about 8B about billions?
Shut that soft ass shit up.
And the best man
Shut
to win.
that's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got to. Man, shut that soft ass shit up.
Hey, what you say, fam? He say those tight women be serving Dontae. It's a different culture. Yeah, but listen, okay, I ain't got a problem with what he like. If they serve them, whatever the case may be. The problem I have, sir, is this. You can't be in Thailand talking about the revolution in Black America over there in Thailand. You left America. If you felt like this racism and racism, white supremacy was so strong in America, and that your voice need to be heard, and while using the white man's platform, YouTube is the white man's platform. Last time I checked, if you felt so strong about that, why did you go to Thailand? You left the black women and the black children in America. While telling a brother that's in America with a black wife, with a black fiance, with a black child, that he's selling his race out. Make that make sense to me. True. Somebody please make that make sense to me. I'm just saying, you know, I ain't the brightest light bulb in the ceiling, and I'm not the sharpest butter knife in the kitchen drawer, but somebody please make that sense to me. Make that make sense to me. You know what, Dontae? This is what you is. People like you in the boxing community. This is you. This is you, my brother. People like Dontae in the boxing community. My brother, this is you right here.
Oh my God. The mother of Mecca is right here before me. Do my eyes not deceive me, or am I looking at the goddess Isis herself? Can you do me a favor, my brown skin angel? Can you tap that white girl for me? My milk of magnesia.
How come you talk all that noise about white men and then go date white women, fool?
That's these guys in the YTBC. These revolutionary YouTube channels who supposed to be, we represent black people. Those guys, that's those guys right there. Listen, I know about the conscious community very well. I know about the conscious community. Bro, let me tell you something, bro. When I was in the Nation of Islam, bro, you had brothers who were married to white Mexican women. I'm not making this up. True. I'm not making this up. And there's no disrespect to any white Mexican women. When I say white Mexican women, I mean the race. They were white. If they didn't open their mouth and speak Spanish, you would think they was a regular white woman. Like I knew it was brothers in the Nation of Islam, and it threw me off. And like, wait a minute, hold on, man. I thought we were just doing security in College Hill. We wasn't doing some security in Chicago in the Cabrini Green project, you know, in the 90s. Wait a minute, man. You was talking all this black stuff, but wait a minute, you that ain't what you got at home. I'm dead ass serious, bro. True. And I used to ask a whole lot of questions. Like, wait a minute, man. How come this man that we call Farad Muhammad is white? You say the white man the devil, but we got a white God in the Nation of Islam. So, if anybody from the NOI or say I'm lying, anybody say I'm lying, say, look here, show me a picture of Farad Muhammad. Shout out to Jacob Sims for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Jacob Sims, what you say, fam? He say shout out to Shakur for calling out the race baiting out. He said, I wonder if Dontae Cheeseburger Nation would turn on Shakur for good. I mean, yeah, he made a response video and everything. He made a response video. He made a response video. You see what I'm saying? Bro, like, I would see Wood reply to my video. Man, that dude
from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Man, I would see, dude, boy, listen, if it's one debate I want, that's anybody from the Alphabet Boy community or the Ego or the debate race baiting nation or the IQ TV. I would love to body one of you niggas on this race shit in boxing. Oh, I would love to body you niggas. Boy, I would tell you niggas a new asshole. Boy, you better be looking at my daughter here. Y'all better be looking at my kids here, boy. Oh, I would love it, boy. Oh, I would love it, boy. Bro, because I know your playbook. I know what you're gonna say before you even say it. I have a defense for it. The Mexican channels too. I would love to get you guys on this here. I see these dudes don't debate online. What they do is they yell and scream and call each other's names. A debate is supposed to be formal. A debate is we come up with it. We come up with the talking point, what we're going to talk about. I do my research on the subject matter. You do your research on the subject matter. We talk about it. I present my case. You come with the counter argument to present your case. I don't interrupt you. You don't interrupt me. And that's it. That's how it's supposed to be. There's nobody in boxing that's debating. It's a bunch of yelling, screaming, and threatening. That's all I hear. I haven't heard one debate in the boxing community yet. When I hear these dudes debate, it's bitch ass nigga, I'm gonna knock your ass out. I'm gonna pull up. I got shooters. You know, I'm gonna come over here. When I see you, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And then the guy who's arguing his point, he's constantly getting interrupted, jumped in. That's not a debate. That's just two niggas yelling and screaming at each other. That's just two niggas yelling and screaming at each other. That's not a debate. That's all it is. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? This Hawk from Maryland, brother.
Hawk from Maryland, talk to me.
Thank you much. Hey, Coach, you might need to pull up that clip from Rush Hour 2 when Chris Tucker goes back and meets his brother in the, I forgot his name, but the whole family is Chinese, running the Chinese, you know what I'm talking about, that clip?
Yeah. I know, yeah.
With Chris, Yeah. Pull that up, and you know how you do your little clip. That's all. That's all I wanted, Coach. You're doing a great show, man.
Yeah,
great
man.
show.
Shout out to Hawk from Maryland, man. Salute to my brother. Bro, it kills me. I be like, damn, these niggas that slow? They don't see what the lick read, what's going on. But let's continue, man. Let's continue. Let's continue. Now. These are 16 signs of low intelligence. I tell you, these guys have low intelligence. Now, I don't know about you. Let's continue. Let's go down. Now, you guys know. I came up with the SLDBC, the Slow Learner Disability Boxing Community. I'm the one who came up with that. That came from me. And I said that these guys have low IQs who subscribe to that bullshit. Remember I said that? That came from me. Put it on me. Put it all on me. Bring all that hate over here. Because I love the negative energy. Because I'm so smart. I know that the universe is created in polarities. You have the negative energy and the positive energy. The negative can't work without the positive, and the positive can't work without the negative. So I love the negative that comes this way because I use that negative to help grow my channel. I use the negative ones to help grow my channel. That negative energy helps me out a lot, as well as the positive energy, because I know how to take it and morph it together, the yin and the yang. I know how to make the yin and the yang work perfectly to where we're going to get to 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So that's why I love it. Now, lack of curiosity. The hallmark of low intelligence is lack of curiosity, keep people stuck in their present level of knowledge, right? It's like they know just enough to get by in the world. They don't ask questions. Like me, I'm a critical thinker. I ask a whole lot of questions. And they seem to be satisfied with where they are at intellectually, right? Now let's look at number 2, lack of intellectual humility. Intellectual humility means accepting that you do not know what you do not know, right? Curiosity and intellectual humility are the engines of intellectual growth. These guys lack intellectual growth. That's why they stay the same. They stuck on stupid online. The tendency in people to believe they know everything. Yet, the more they know, the more you realize the little that you do know. That's true. Now, this is what you see that's going on with the Dontae Race Bait Nation. Closed-mindedness. Behind It said being closed to new ideas, opinions, and information keeps low intelligent people stuck where they are. Closed-minded people have a tendency to confirm their pre-existing beliefs. Hence, they cannot learn new things. What does that mean? That means they suffer from confirmation bias. That means they suffer from confirmation bias. People who are closed-minded, it says here that closed-minded people have a tendency to what? To confirm their pre-existing beliefs, meaning whatever they believed about you or whatever they think about a fighter or a certain subject matter, they have a tendency to be so closed-minded that they confirm to what they already believe. They do not accept new information that goes totally against what they believe. Why? Because it may show that they are in the wrong. And it makes them feel uncomfortable. Number 4, right? Not interested in learning. Low intelligence, low IQ people mostly see learning as a waste of time. They don't even have the intelligence to see how learning can benefit them. Your body a coon. Your body a sellout. Top rate told me. Tell him to sign the contract. Tell him to sign the contract. Sir, you do know that these are lies and stuff that you have believed from YouTube channels who are manipulating you in order to get you to click on their videos so they can make more money from ad revenue from the white man's company, YouTube. You do know that you're being manipulated and played, right? I don't care. That's a lie. Top rate told me. Tell him to sign the contract. 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Shut up. You're a coon. You're a sellout. Hold on, wait a minute, hold on. Let me go talk to my white woman. Oh, how you doing, Becky? What's going on, baby? Baby, what's going on? Oh, nothing. I'm just talking this pro-black stuff to these guys. Okay, let me know when you're finished. Okay, yeah, back to what I was saying. You know, those guys. Let's continue. Number 5, not seeking novelty, right? Low intelligence, low IQ people seem to have an aversion to novelty in general. You see what I'm saying? It said you'll see that they not only avoid exposing themselves to new ideas, but to anything new art, new music, etc. On the contrary, novelty is very stimulating to the high intelligence people. But these people that's on YouTube who follow the Alphabet Boy community, yes, those guys, the Egos, the Akis, the Dontae's Race Baiting Nation, these guys have very low IQs, and they have victimhood mentalities. Number 6, they avoid thinking. Low IQ people avoid thinking when they can. They always need to be told exactly what to do, and they won't use their own minds. Guess what? That's what goes on in the sport of boxing. They won't even listen. They'll come over here and tell me, man, you need to go ahead and stop trying to mimic such and such over there. Stop trying to mimic him. You know what I mean? Leave him alone. That's fake information that you put out there about Errol Spence. That's fake information. They'll come over here and tell me that my information fake, what I put out there about Errol Spence, but they won't even check the guy who they got their fake information from. Make that make sense to me. True. You got dudes, you subscribe to people who lie to you every day, all throughout the day, and twice on Sundays, give you nothing but fake information. You say that's facts. You facts. And then you come over here and do the total opposite. You slow. You got low IQs. And I don't want you over here. You slow. Let's see. And this is the main one, though. This is the main one. They lack critical thinking skills. Critical thinking is difficult because it goes against how the mind works. The mind assimilates information as beliefs and then goes about confirming those beliefs. Testing the validity of those beliefs take up significant mental energy, yet it is the only way to get closer to the truth. Let's stop right there. True. We ain't got to look at nothing else. I got a whole lot more to show you, but we ain't got to look at nothing else. Let's stop right there. We ain't got to look at nothing else. Critical thinking is difficult because it goes against how the mind works. If you are a closed-minded individual and your paradigm or worldview of things is very narrow-minded, racism, white supremacy, if you pick a Hispanic fighter that's good and give him credit, or if you pick a black fighter that's good and you're non-black, if you give him credit, guess what? If you say that person is a disgrace to his own race for saying that, listen, when you introduce new information that challenges them, that makes them become critical, guess what? That's very difficult for them. They hate critical thinking. Critical thinking is difficult because it goes against how the mind works. It goes against what they want to already believe. The mind assimilates, this is how the mind works. The mind assimilates information as beliefs. I want to believe 70-30, 80-20, 60-40. Top Ray told me I don't like him. I want to believe that. You believe the lie from what's up, YouTube? It's your boy. You believe that even though he got 35 videos saying 35 different things about the same dude, you believe the lie because that's what you wanted to believe, because you suffer from confirmation bias because of your dislike for this particular fighter. This is what's going on. So you lack critical thinking skills. So someone like me that's a critical thinker, you hate me with a passion because I am the opposite of that what you are. I have critical thinking skills. You lack critical thinking skills. I'm a high intelligent individual. I understand the law of attraction and the law of resistance. I understand responsibility. Because once you respond to something, you understand that you have the ability to what? Have responsibility, take charge of your post and all temporal property in view. But if you're a victim, you don't believe in responsibility, and you're always going to see things from a victimhood mentality. So let's continue. The mind assimilates information as beliefs and then goes about confirming those beliefs. Testing the validity of those beliefs takes up significant mental energy. Man, I don't want to realize that what I've been preaching was wrong. I don't want to realize that my favorite YouTube channel like Dontae's Race Bait Nation been lying to me. I don't want to realize that and challenge and go back and look at everything that he told me that was a lie. That's going to take too much mental energy. I don't want to do that since I'm intellectually lazy and I don't want to challenge that false information or even test the information to see if it's real. I'm just going to take it for face value. That's these guys online. Let me talk to the people, man. Let me talk to the people. I don't even need to talk no more about that. Lacking critical thinking skills kill you right there. That kill them right there. They lack critical thinking skills. Phone lines back up. So I didn't know I had it all. Let's go. Shout out to my brother Blood Retro. He said, and they expect the next person to kiss their ass and like them. No. Listen, man, the hell with these channels like Dontae's Race Bait Nation. They don't represent black people. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I can't curse because my kids are here. No nigga that's living in Taiwan that got a Taiwanese wife and non-black children gonna tell me anything about black issues. That's number one. You gonna have to show me that you putting in work in the community. What are you doing in the community? Are you protecting the black women in the community? Are you protecting the children in the community and these crowds? If you're not doing that, if you're not building in the community to help make it better, if all you doing is online calling people coon, Uncle Tom, sell out, Top Ray Toby, coon, Uncle Tom, sell out. Or these, if you notice, these guys, they come from the same playbook. They hide behind avatars. You know, I call them digital gangsters. Listen, when I see these dudes here CB4 all day.
The fuck? Fuck you all rolling up on for, cuz? Huh? You don't know. He can't know. Huh? He can't know.
Yeah, when I see you at the fight, I'm gonna do this and do that. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't done nothing in the history of YouTube. You ain't gonna do nothing. Yeah, I totally disagree with that with Dontae Race Bait Nation. You know how I feel about that clown. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Frank from the Bay.
Frank from the Bay, talk to me.
Hey, what's up, Coach? Just listening to the podcast. Just want to show my support.
Yes, sir.
I'm a Latino dude, so sometimes I don't want to comment on these subjects because, I don't have enough experience. But, if I've experienced this as a Latino, just kind of keeping it boxing with the Canelo crowd. I was one of the people that was against Canelo when I feel he dug Triple G, and I kind of got the same thing.
Right.
So, it exists in all realms. And my point was just that, I've been down this rabbit hole, and that's especially what it is. And I think you pointed it out, that there's no truth in it, in these guys' paradigms. And I've been down that road, holding others accused, how would you say, being the victim. I think anybody that's not, I guess, in our demographic has experienced that.
Yeah, man. It is what it is, man. Like My thing is this. It has nothing to do with the sport of boxing, but on this channel, I try to educate people on what's going on. This is what it is. I take the heat. I take all the shots. I take it from the blacks who look like me. I take it from the whites, the Hispanics, the Asians. It don't make me no never mind because I'm built for this shit. I've been doing this for 25 years, and I left it alone in 2016. I walked away from it because it was very counterproductive to my life, and it has nothing to do with me getting good credit, has nothing to do with me living in this beautiful home that me and my family live in right now, has nothing to do with me putting money aside for my kids' college fund, has nothing to do with me teaching my kids how to invest in the stock market and stuff like that. Had nothing to do with that. I can be hateful and this and that, and then I'm not a race hustler. If I was Dr. Umar Johnson, and I got a lot of love for Umar Johnson, but he's a race hustler. He's a charlatan. This is what he is.
That's why I wanted to. Yeah, that's why I wanted to show my support is because the only way to combat this is the truth. I'm not trying to get deep, but and I don't mean it in any religious way. But if you remember, Satan is the accuser, and I think it goes back to what you're touching on some deep subjects. Is that you'll know because they're accusing, they're seeking to blame somebody for something, but there's no truth in them.
Yeah.
That's why I call it a rabbit hole. You know the truth because a person will stand on it. And sometimes they may be wrong, sometimes they be right. But, that's why you were showing the lacking critical thinking. If you notice that in a lot of careers, this is just my opinion, but what I discovered, and I know you have a lot of life experience, but cops, military, what they're looking for is someone that lacks critical thinking. When you're getting interviewed, they're asking questions to see how well you'll follow directions. Yeah. Now, in the tech industry or business, when I had business jobs, they're looking for what I would say unethical people. Right. They'll ask you these questions to see how you're willing to bend the rules. And in tech, if you notice, they want people with open minds. They want to, because that's what you need to do to solve problems. You can't have a bias. You need to be able to really expand your mind and solve problems in coding and things of that nature.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Frank from the Bay, thank you for calling in, fam. Salute to you, my brother.
Okay.
Shout out to Frank from the Bay. Yeah. And I'm gonna say this too. Boxing Ego, shout out to my brother Retro Boxing the documentary. Boxing Ego, our Key TV, and Southpaw 773. Y'all ain't black, so shut the fuck up. You better not even be talking about. Now I know they let you be a part of the Alphabet Boy community. I know you could be over there and roll with them, but guess what? I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear no Malcolm from you. I don't want to hear no H. Rap Brown. I don't want to hear no Neely Fuller. I don't want to hear no Dr. Francis Crest Welsing. I don't want to hear no Dr. Ben. I don't want to hear no Dr. Malachi York, Clarence 13X, Dr. Khalid Muhammad, Dr. John Henry Clark. I don't want to hear none of that from you guys. You go use a mulatto. I don't know what the hell you miss with Rottweiler and Chihuahua. I don't know what the hell you is. Southpaw, you ain't even black. Shut the fuck up. And nigga, you 50 years old. How about you want to box this dude? Come to Chicago. They set your bitch head down somewhere. And then I Key TV. I ain't really got no gripes with you. I ain't really, to be honest with you. But you a protege of Dontae's race baiting nation. So all of y'all one and the same. I don't want to hear nothing from y'all. And Dontae, I definitely want to hear nothing from you. Nigga, you in Thailand with a Taiwanese wife and non-black children. Shut the fuck up. Don't tell me no. I don't want to hear nothing about no black shit from you. If you don't know the general orders, if you don't know how to follow the code that our good brother Neely Fuller put together, if you don't understand this book, y'all leave this alone. Listen, don't. I get it. You come from the conscious community. Again, I know where you guys come from. I know where you guys come from because you use their talking points. The problem is you're not good at it. That's the problem. You're not good at it. I tell you guys that. You're not good at it. You're not good at it at all. You see what I'm saying? I don't care. Listen, I stand the test of time and I can stand up in the paint, man. I can handle this shit by myself. Platform is open. The platform is open. Phone lines is open. Anybody from that community that got a problem with what I'm saying, call into the show. Call into the show. If you Hispanic don't like what I'm saying, call into the show. If you white don't like what I'm saying, call into the show. If you Asian don't like what I'm saying, call into the show. If you're black and don't like what I'm saying, call into the show. 530-494-9636. Any of them dudes any of you guys want to debate racial issues? Dontae, Aki TV, Ego, the Alphabet Boy community, any one of y'all let me know. We can do this all day. I'm going to be more than ready and prepared for you. I promise you that. We'll come up with a subject matter, whatever it is you want to talk about as it relates to that subject matter, and I will be prepared. You're not smarter than me. You're not going to out-research me. And more than likely, I pretty much know what you're going to say before you even say it. You know what you're going to say before you even say it. Because I know the playbook. Because all of it, when it comes to the code and this and that, all of it comes from Neely Fuller. All of it comes from Neely Fuller. This is where it comes from right here. This is the father of all of that shit. Now, what they do, they try to take teachings, and then they'll take this, and then they'll take the teachings from it's a lot of stuff going on. They'll try to take some of the teachings from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and mix it in there. Then they'll take teachings from the 5 percenters and mix it in there. Then they'll take some from the Hebrew Israelites and mix it in there. Then they'll take stuff from Dr. Umar Johnson, mix it in there. They'll take stuff from Jason Black, mix it in there. They'll take something from Professor Black Truth, mix it in there. They'll take something from John Henry Clark, mix it in there. Like y'all got too much stuff going on in the pot. You see what I'm saying? And you ain't doing that but confusing yourself. You try to take some from Minister Farrakhan, mix it in there. Try to take some from Dr. Khalid Muhammad, mix it in there. Try to take a little something from Professor Griff on the Amin Ra Squad, mix it in there. You'll try to take some from Brother Polite and Sarah Suit and Seti, mix it in there. I know where you're coming from, and I'm gonna body you. I promise you that. Know where you're coming from, I'm gonna body you. I promise you that. This is an open invitation from anybody from that community. I don't care who it is, the leader of the Alphabet Boy community, Dontae's Race-Bait Nation, I key any of those guys. If you want to talk these racial issues in boxing and you want to try to convince me of your point of view, please, let's do it. I'm here every day, 3 o'clock. The guy who y'all thought wasn't going to be around. Last year, y'all thought I wasn't going to be around. Last year, they were saying, oh, man, we know who this dude is. And guess what? I'll be here. I'll be here. I ain't running nowhere. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's the Boston Scholar from Texas again, Coach.
Boston Scholar, talk to me, fam.
Yeah, Coach. So you know, my grandma used to tell me this, man. It's easier to trick somebody than it is to convince them that they've been tricked, and that's all that is, man. You're right with the confirmation bias, man. Coach, I didn't know you was that. You kind of smart, man. You smart, you know. But yeah, man. But the thing is that I dislike about YouTube, you know, on both sides. The whole community is that people will complain about the LDBC, but then they'll make a whole channel dedicated and watching all of their videos because they understand what Don King understood, what the race hustlers understand. Racism sells, and most people are tribal, and they have a button inside of them, and all you got to do is trigger it. Even if you can just say they had us believing that Deontay Wilder was the next Malcolm X because they so good at spinning narrative. They had us believing that this man was the second coming of Malcolm X and he was going to go in there and deal a blow to white supremacy. And I told the guy in the third fight, so what happens if he loses? Are we back in chains? And he never responded to me because you can't put that much significance on a fight. It's a fight, bro. I get it. You know, sports is tribalism, you know, and you want to be prideful about your race, but you gotta have a line somewhere. You gotta fight that confirmation bias. You know, you gotta fight that instinct stuff that we have going on.
Let me ask you this, Frank. How do you feel do you feel that Shakur Stevenson, he was a disgrace to his race, or he shunned his race because he gave Bam Rodriguez props for being a great fighter? Do you feel that way?
Absolutely not.
That's what Dontae say. Hey, thank you so much, brother. Shout out to my brother, the Boston Scholar calling from Texas. Salute to you, fam.
I like that.
I don't, again, I understand this very well. When you taking a trip, right? This is something my Uncle Benny taught me. He said, nephew, let me tell you something. He said, when you taking a trip, man, the people who start out with you may not be there with you when you get to the end of the destination, when you get to your destination. I said, what you mean by that? He said, man, the people who you start out with, they may fall off along the way. This is why when God tests you, when God give you a test, right? If you believe in God, I'm just gonna break this down. I'm gonna break it like this here. When God give you a test, notice that the test is always long and enduring. It's always stuff that you're going to have to go through over a period of time before you reach the reward or the benefits of that which you've been working hard for. Do you want to know why? Because the universe has a way of trying to teach you and show you, oh, you say this is what you want? Well, this is not going to be easy for you to get this. So since this is not going to be easy for you to get, what I'm going to do, you're going to go through a series of things consecutively, and you're going to go through pain and turmoil and hardship in order to achieve this goal. This does one or two things. One, if you overcome those hardships and turmoil, then that means that you were built for this, that what you say you're striving for. But if you give up, the universe show you that, man, you ain't really meant what you said you did. You ain't built for this. So this is why it's not to be made easy. Anything that you're trying to achieve in life, it's never easy. It's very hard and difficult because the universe has a way of showing you if you are built for that what you say you want in life. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, right? So I care nothing. I care nothing about them. I don't care nothing about. Listen, I don't care nothing about the white boxing fans who think I'm racist. If you feel that way, get the hell off my channel. I don't like you, and I mean that with a passion. Unsubscribe and leave. Go back to your mama house. I care nothing about the Hispanic subscribers who are racist and feel like that, hey man, you know, I don't like what you're saying about my channel, my favorite channel, YouTube channels, and I don't like, you don't represent for us enough. And say, if you feel that way, get the hell off my channel. I don't need you over here. I don't do no dick ride. Now we from Florida. We don't do no dick ride. We don't do no dick ride, and we don't ride another nigga nuts. We don't do that. If I gotta kiss your ass to get your subscribership, guess what? Bye, Felicia. True, true, true. I don't care what race you is, what nationality is, who your mama is, daddy is, who your cousin is, how long you been in prison, how much weight you lift, you know, what gang you with, what colors you wear, makes no never mind to me. You can kick rocks with the rest of them. To this day. I'm gonna call it the way I see it. You ain't gotta like it. I might have some guys who are all right with me. They may not be all right with me no more. That's fine. That's fine. You know, my success is predicated upon what comes out of here and what I do with these hands. I'm a very optimistic individual. I told you guys, listen, let me tell you something. The reason why my channel is up now, but I don't want to give you the information on it yet until my intro is done. We're gonna shoot our first episode, and I hope to have Arlette bless. I hope to have the ladies there, and I hope to have some of the brothers and sisters in the chat there, because we're gonna have some serious discussions. Non-boxing. I don't want to talk about no boxing. I'm getting tired of this boxing shit any goddamn way. I ain't going nowhere though. I know some of you guys like, yes, he said he getting tired. We're gonna get rid of him. No, I ain't going nowhere. Still going live at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Just diverting my time to somewhere else a little bit more now. Still gonna be doing the same thing. Nothing's going to change. Just gonna add a little bit more extra to the plate, right? But I like to say this. You ain't gonna, if you ain't black, if you ain't black, you ain't telling me nothing about no black issues. You're not telling me that, hey man, we got to be on code, we got to be on the black code, and you ain't got no black woman at home. That's one. Two, if you're not black, you're not gonna tell me to be on the black code. That's two. That is violence right there. And three, you moved out of the country, your ass in Taiwan, got a non-black wife and non-black children. I don't want to hear shit. Shut the fuck. I don't want to hear it. Not me. Not me. I don't want to hear no. I don't want to hear no Malik El Shabazz out your mouth. I don't want to hear no John Henry Clark. I don't want to hear none of that. I know your playbook very well. I did it for a quarter of a century of my life. I was taught and trained by some of the best ministers in the Nation of Islam. Whether it's Abdul or whether it's Rahman, RP to Rahman, Abdul Rahman Muhammad, Musain down in Miami, Muhammad, RP to him, BR, Captain Curtis out of Atlanta, F5 was what we called him, Brother Minister Van. One of my ministers, my other minister, Brother James Muhammad from New York, Harlem. He's from Harlem as well. My minister, Minister Kareem Abdul Muhammad, Brother Jabril Muhammad, went to his house one time in Arizona. Got his book. He got a book called Farrakhan the Traveler. I studied all these guys. Not only studied them, but so I met some of these guys personally. They talked to me, had conversations with them, asked them a million questions, gave me lessons to look up and study. I know what I'm talking about. I know your language. I know your talking points. I remember when I remember when brother, what the dude name? Sa Neta TV, brother Sa Neta. I remember before he started Sa Neta TV, when Dr. Khalid Muhammad got kicked out of the Nation of Islam, Sa Neta was his cameraman. He was the guy that used to film all of Khalid's videos prior to starting the contest, prior to starting what is the contest community. You probably didn't know that, but I know that. I remember I was there. Not with Sa Neta, but I was around. I remember when it started. Let's talk to the sister. Shout out to Arlette. She said these same men cap for men, but don't want to protect their women in the community. Bro, hey, listen, Arlette, that's what this is all about. This study guide, I will advise anybody to get this study guide. This is called self-improvement. You have to improve the self. Self-improvement. Minister Farrakhan put this together beautifully. I'm not even gonna lie. He got some sayings of the prophet in here. Prophet, you know, he talks about fasting, talks about charity and sacrifice, talks about, you know, how to raise children properly, the type of environment that you need to put your family in, like your woman and children. They need to be in a safe environment. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Basically, the Nation of Islam talks about building men. What I did like about the Nation and when I was in it, and the truth be told, let me be honest with you guys, once you're in the Nation, you're always in the Nation. Even though I'm not active, but once you're in the Nation, you're always in the Nation. When I was in it, that's how it was. Like, you know, once you win, you win. You know what I mean? Unless you get kicked out or something like that. But pretty much, you know, I still hold on to a lot of those codes and train of thoughts that I got out of the Nation. I kept the good things and discarded the other stuff that I don't need. But I'm not a part of any religion at all. I don't follow no religion. I'm not in the religion. All of the same shit as far as I'm concerned. One group talking about Muhammad, another group talking about Jesus, another group talking about Yahweh, another group talking about this and about that. My message is this, my message is that. Nigga, forget the messenger. Did you get the message? You worried about the messenger. I focus on the message. And how can I take that message and apply it to my everyday life? That's how I live my life. That's how I live my life. Again, I hate is a strong word. I hate the white racist channels and subscribers who go around. I hate you with a passion. I hate the Hispanic racist channels and subscribers who go around. And I hate the black ones as well. Don't like none of you. All of you are the same to me. I take the negative energy and the yin and the yang, and I take it and I use it to help me elevate and grow. You are helping me. So there's a lot that I could have said about this today. A whole lot I could have said about this today. We're going to do a part 2. Again, if someone feeling some type of way, so be it. I have no problem with it. The phone is right there, 530-494-9636. If you feel that I'm a coon, Uncle Tom sellout, racist against white fighters, racist against Hispanic fighters, racist against Asians, and this could be the racist hotline today. That's how you feel. If you feel that Shakur Stevenson is a disgrace to his race because he praised Bam Rodriguez, because he praised Bam. If you feel that way and you feel like that I'm not on code, I'm off code, and I need to be checked and ostracized, please call that number 530-494-9636. I'm here. I want to hear from you. I ain't running nowhere. And I won't mute you, but you're not going to overtalk me. I'm going to hear your point, and then I'm going to respond. But please note, I know your playbook. I know where you're coming from. Again, I don't care nothing about who you fall in love with, who you with, who you like. I care nothing about that, man. I care nothing about what your race, nationality is. Fact of the matter is, we did not choose our parents. I got that from my sister Zaza Ali. Shout out to Zaza Ali. True. Beautiful sister. I met her and Professor Griffin, Hollywood, Florida. Beautiful sister. Very highly intelligent. High IQ. Shout out to Dr. Oya Mayat as well. I think Oya Mayat, I think she's from Baltimore. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. I really let's go to the chat. He said, I'm here for the thumbnail and wanted to say Shakur is young and he don't see it. Dontae to me has facts about what's been going on in the boxing world, turning the victim into the victimizer. Yeah, I totally disagree with that. Totally disagree with that. F Society said that once Shakur represents, he was half Puerto Rican. Seems like he want to be pro-blacks have a problem. Man, there's nothing pro-black about these niggas. These niggas got white women at home, Hispanic women at home, Asian women at home. Nothing pro-black about these niggas. They got white friends, go fishing with white friends. It ain't nothing wrong with none of that. The thing is, what they're preaching to me is something totally, and what they're preaching to us one thing, and practice is something totally different. I call it the way I see it. And the reason why I stand on my own square is because I don't need anyone. I don't want nobody getting attacked for my position. My beliefs and how I came up and the way I view the world, my paradigm is not your paradigm. So my paradigm is totally different from those who may know me and kick it with me. So I don't want to put them in that bucket. You know what I mean? I got some good channels that I rock with that I really, really like. My main man, Major Key Boxing, that's my guy, like him. Martin Ass, Raw Blood, you know what I mean? Quite a few guys. Hell, I even like I know a lot of people don't like the brother Fred, but you know, Fred all right with me. I ain't got no issues with Fred. You know, I know there's some contradictions there, you know, but I Fred all right. He all right with me. I just say he all right with me. You know, I don't subscribe to a lot of the stuff that he probably on right now, but some things I do, and I don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know, I know the brother all right with me. So Ring IQ out there, sporting icons. Ring IQ, my main man Julius. There's a couple dudes that and some of them I'm forgetting right now. But it's like I watched all the channels. I know who's who. Another thing too, guys. All content creators watch each other. If they tell you they ain't watching me or them or whatever, they lying. Everybody watch everybody. The boxing community is very small, and the Dontae Boxing Nation, he's been around a long time. He's like one of the first guys who started. I think Blood Boxing was here before him. My brother Blood, Retro Boxing Doctor, he said he was around 2007. Him, I think Ellie Setback, those guys been around a while. Then the Boxing Boys, stuff like that, those guys been around a while. So you got to understand, I'm the new guy that's coming on the block, and you can understand the resentment. You're growing, talk a lot of shit, walk, I walk that walk, talk that talk, and walk that walk, and know your talking points better than you know your talking points. Matter of fact, I don't have to use any of these books. I just any of them dudes want to debate me on some racial issues within the sport of boxing, and you want to talk about the code. I'm gonna just pull this out. I have a lot of this stuff highlighted in here too. I just pull this out, man, and I pull out Dr. Neely Fuller, because that's where it's all coming from anyways. It's coming from there. And then however you want to spin it, whatever narrative you want to spin, it'll be, this shit'll be easy for me. Very easy. You'll be tucking your tail when I finish with you. He said, I don't think Dontae is stupid. He knows what he's doing. It sells to the common denominator, which is the woke, the woke pro-black community. Views equals revenue. Who can only make so much sources say videos. The sources say videos work. I just showed you, like, bro, I just showed y'all the game. The only thing is, as it relates to this video, the topic of this show, I think Shakur Stevenson was right. And what he said in the video, he said, man, I used to rock with you. He said, I always showed you love. This is what he said in the video. I always showed you love. I rock with you. And then you trying to make this stuff racial. You trying to make it something that is not. You saying I'm a disgrace to my race? I abandon my race because I like Bam Rodriguez and I think highly of him as a fighter? Listen, Shakur Stevenson was right about him. And he said, you reaching. He is reaching. He is reaching. You just like them people from BLM. Them three, and I don't want to say that, you know, Patrice Cullors and all of them. You just like them. You're an opportunist. You just an opportunist. Y'all, listen, y'all can't be tearing, you can't say that you pro-black, but then tearing down black at the same time. Like, make that make sense. You trying to destroy and rebuild? You trying to destroy, how you trying to destroy and build at the same time? Every time and a lot of people are waking up to y'all. A lot of people are sick of y'all who do that. For every brick you lay, and you speak it to an echo chamber. That's why a lot of your channels ain't growing. You speak it to an echo chamber. The same people who watching you are the same low IQ, deaf, dumb, and blind, eating swine, dead from the so-called conscious community. It's those same people who keep looking and listening to you, listening for confirmation bias. You got a subscribership full of confirmation bias. That's it. That's it. Oh yeah, boxing gyms. Boxing gyms is tight. I like that, brother. I like that, brother. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I called it the way. Shout out to my brother on Rebuttal. He said, talk that talk, coach. Shout out to my brother Rebuttal, man. Salute to my brother, man. True. I call it the way it is, man. Like, if you don't like a fighter, okay, fine. You don't have to like a fighter. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with criticizing Terence Crawford. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with criticizing Errol Spence or Tank Davis or whatever the case may be. Nothing wrong with that with criticizing. But then when you go beyond the criticism and you go to talking about the man's wife, you go to talking about the man's wife, the black wife. You tear down the black fighter, tear down the black wife, which is in essence tearing down the children because the children is the fruit that come from the tree. The woman, the black woman and the black man and the man or the woman is the fruit that is the tree from which the fruit produces. You get what I'm saying? So when you tear the mother down and the father down, you're tearing the children down because the mother and the father is the foundation from which the fruit is produced. So you tear him down while talking about you pro your people. Nigga, how? Make that make sense to me. I told you, I'll body you. I will body, bro. I swear to God, I'm holding back on y'all. Lord, I swear to God, I'm holding back on y'all. I want this so bad. Lord, I want this so bad. I'm holding back on y'all, boy. I swear I'm holding back on y'all. I'm holding back on y'all. I really am. Holding back on y'all. I'm trying to be respectful because my kids are here. I love the curse. But I call it the way I see it. The double standards, the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy. He say loyal to the game. He say coach just knows his game. You can't knock him for that. And it is what it is. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. I think Shakur Stevens is right. I think he's right. I support the brother as it relates to that. I don't throw the baby out with the bath water. You know, I support the brother as it relates to that. I think he's right. I think he's right for calling out Dontae's race baiting nation. That's what he is. He is a race baiter. He's a charlatan, just like this guy. Now, I love this guy. Y'all know I like this guy right here, but I got to call it the way I see it.
Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit the PayPal, International Africans.
These guys, is quite a few of them running around, and they're living very well. And I'm not knocking their hustle. If you got a bunch of dumb Negroes that's going to send you their money because you're talking that revolution stuff, and we gonna take down Whitey and take the system down, and we gonna take down the racist white supremacy system, and we gonna tear them down, and we're gonna put the revolution. Dog, you don't even have any food processing plants. You don't have any food processing plants. White man come to your neighborhood and shut down Walmart right now. You stuck. Well, how you gonna eat? You don't have no farmland. You don't even understand the science of growing food. You don't know none of this stuff. How to run a government, how to put together a government. You don't know any of this stuff. You just online, just blah, 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 blah. Talking all that goddamn talking all that goddamn fake H-Rap Brown, and you ain't doing a third of that. Like you Dontae, you kill me, dog. Dontae, you kill me. So this video is for Dontae's Race Baiting Nation. Again, I have an open invitation for any YouTube channel, whether it's a Hispanic channel, whether it's a white channel, whether it's an Asian channel, whether it's a black channel, who talking that pro-black, pro-race shit. Any of those YouTube channels want to talk that pro-race stuff and call me a coon Uncle Tom sellout. Anybody want to have a debate with me as it relates to these racial issues that you want to try to be on code for in the sport of boxing, please hit me up. 530-494-9636. KQKC knows my personal phone number. Fred Barbershop Conversation knows my personal phone number. Reach out to me, we can make it happen. I'ma body your ass. I'll body every last one of you niggas. As a matter of fact, y'all gonna have to come together. I'ma body you because I'm gonna just use this book. And I'm gonna show you my weapon of choice. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna use this. Minister Farrakhan. Self-improvement, the basis for community development. I want to know what kind of community development are y'all doing. Do you know what is the basis for community development? Dontae's Race Baiting Nation? Shout out to Wakanda Tax Collector. Hey, okay. For dropping that $34.99. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What you say, fam? You say coach. You say was King Willie stand on code in Predator 2? Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I forgot. Was that Bill Duke? Oh no, I'm thinking about Predator 1. Yeah, I'm thinking about Predator 1. Yeah, I don't even remember, fam.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Shout out to Jugs for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What did he say, fam? He say, coach, I think it's Haney time. Bro.
Turn around. Yeah.
What you say, Berkshire? He say Dontae knows how to build his community. Yeah, he did a good job. I mean, he's a vet in the game in the boxing community. I don't take that from him. You know what I mean? He's a vet in the game. He done his thing. I'm not trying to tear the brother down, even though he's trying to tear another brother down, and Shakur Stevenson, and he tried to tear another brother down, and Terence Crawford, like these other fake pro-black idiots on YouTube. You know what I mean? These niggas like gay shit and fugazi. See, they like see these other dudes. They like stuff like this, right? They like stuff. I'm finna piss them off. Y'all want to see me piss them off? Let's piss them off right here. I'm gonna throw a shot at him. I'm gonna throw a shot at him, seeking that can provoke him. I'm gonna throw a shot at him right here.
Yes. Yes. Surprise. You gay. That's not all. Go in there. Yes. Yes. It is warm. Yes. I love you. Just because.
Man, don't play with me. That's a warning shot for all of y'all. Alphabet Boy community affiliates, Dontae's Race Baiting Nation, Ego, Iki. That's a warning shot for all of y'all. Do not play with me. I'm not the one. You want the smoke? I got it. Y'all want that debate? Let me know. Y'all want that debate? Let me know. Let me know. And I ain't coming to your platform. Because all you niggas want to do is just mute people and yell and scream. I'm talking about a real debate. I ain't talking about no yelling and screaming. Bitch ass nigga, I'm going to shoot you. When I pull up, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about you shut the fuck up. I ain't going to say nothing. I'm going to let you say all your points. And I'm going to say all my points. And then we going to see who win the debate. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, all you non-black alphabet boy affiliated channels and those who are affiliated with Dontae's Race-Bait Nation, guess what? I don't even want to talk to you. You don't have a leg to stand on. With me, you don't. You don't have a leg to stand on. Go back to your community, on your side with your people, right? And that's what y'all say. We don't need your ass coming over here because this ain't this in-house. This is in-house right here. This is an in-house problem. We're gonna work it out. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Arlette, what you say, sis? She said, I'm not here to cuddle anyone. He said, we need to look at ourselves. We can't blame the white man for all of our problems. Listen, you know what? If that's what they want to do, I get it. I understand. I get it. I understand that. All I'm saying is, Arlette, as it relates to Shakur Stevenson is right. I think he was right for calling Dontae out on his foolishness, on his BS. Nigga, you in Thailand with non-black children and a non-black wife telling the black man in America who didn't leave the country that he's a disgrace to his race. Oh my God. Oh my God. And no one sees, and then the dude come in here talking about something, yeah, Dontae telling the truth. He telling the truth. Where, sir? Where? Oh my God. This is not the channel for you. This is not the channel for you. This is not the channel for you. Shout out to Sporting Icon. Sporting Icon, what's up, man? He said these channels born with a nut missing. He said they ain't gonna debate you or anyone else who has a free thinking mind. No, they lack critical thinking skills, but it is what it is, man. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there. It don't matter to me. It don't make me no never mind. I ain't running from no smoke. And then it's several channels out there that's doing it. It's not just the Alphabet Boys. It's not just Dontae's Egos. It's other non-black channels as well. They're doing it too. I know one right now. I don't even want to give him no shine, but they stay calling black niggas over there on their channel. You hear all kind of racial stuff over there. I've been on that platform a couple of times, one time, and got into it with a clown. He unsubscribed. That's good. I got rid of him and his homeboys. Got rid of them, purged them right quick. I didn't even block them. They just left, and I'm glad they did. I don't care nothing about none of them. Can you tell me what a check left hook is? No. Do you know what a trap counter is? No. Do you know how to manipulate the space and distance? No. Do you know how to control the guard control? No. Do you understand when you're fighting a southpaw, what your foot position is supposed to be like? No. Do you understand what a feint is? No. Do you understand how to fight off the back foot? No. You don't understand none of these things. Do you know what a bolo punch is? No. Do you know what do you know what a check right hook is? No. Do you know how to properly set up an overhand right? You know what I mean? No. So you can't talk that. So you look for anything that's, his pound for pound. Let's see. He said he had Muhammad Ali. Okay, that's good. Oh, he said he had Floyd Mayweather. Okay, that's good. Okay. He said he had Bernard Hopkins. Okay, that's good. He said he had Mike Tyson. Okay, that's good. And he said he had Salvador Sanchez. Oh, goddamn, he got Salvador Sanchez. There you go. He's trying to appease to the Mexican fan base while ignoring the fact that you live in Thailand. Are you trying to appease to the Taiwanese fan base? True. Dude, you wake up every morning to a non-black wife and you have non-black kids. What the hell are you talking about? Make it make sense to me. These are some of the same dudes that come from the conscious community. They'll be talking about, yeah, I'm a part of the gods, queens, and earths. I'm a part of the gods, queens, and earths and stuff like that. The gods, the gods and the earths and stuff like that. And yada, 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 blah, they squad. They talk all this God stuff and this and that, yada, yada, yada. Now, that's over there. But over here, and the YTBC, a lot of those guys are, again, as I said before, they're low IQ and they lack critical thinking skills, and this is why they suffer from confirmation bias. Their little small peon, low IQ brains only allow them to accept information that resonates on their vibration. This is why someone like me who will tell the truth, you know what I mean? I won't get it, we building them. But this is why they like those guys like that, because it confirms what they already want to believe, because they lack critical thinking skills and they have low IQs. That's what it's all about. I do everything in my power to disrespect them, piss them off, make them mad. It doesn't matter to me because I don't want them. When I started this boxing community, I didn't do this to try to please everybody. I'm not trying to please everybody. I rock with those who rock with me. I don't care where you're from. If you rock with me, cool. If you don't rock with me, cool. I won't lose no sleep over it. Once this live over with, I'm going to go about my merry day. I can promise you that.
True, true, true.
Once this live is over with, I'm going to go about my merry day. I ain't going to even hold on to this shit. I said what I said. I threw it out there. So I know y'all watching me. I know you watching me. Those guys from those communities, call me now. Hit the old boy up. Finna get ready to bounce. You can get in contact with me through Fred. You can get in contact with me through KQKC. I know they probably gonna be told by their communities, yeah, you can't be associated with that dude anymore. And that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Don't make me no never mind, to be honest with you, right? But it is what it is. I ain't compromising that. I stand on that. I live on that, not down that. Shout out to Wakanda Tax Collector. Hey, okay. For dropping that $34.99. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What did it say, fam? You say Southpaw773 says he wants to be R. Kelly for Halloween.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
He says, Boston George, what you say, fam? You say black women don't ride with Dontae. The thing is I'm gonna give you guys some game. You can't be for your race while tearing down your race at the same time, if that's what you're into. Because what happens is you send a very divisive message. So you marginalize your little crew, your little community, and you speak into an echo chamber. Facts. Go ahead. There's people who disagree with you. There's no room to challenge anything. No critical thinking. Anyone who disagrees with you, you attack them, block them, whatever. You have a right to do that on the white man's platform. I love saying that. YouTube is a white man's platform. You so pro-black, but you niggas can't even come together and make your own social media platforms. No, we can't do that because, see, the white man ain't gonna let us do that. See, they ain't gonna let us do that, dog. They ain't gonna let us do that. Shout out to, these niggas sound like clowns. Shout out to Boxing Logic United, my brother mine. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, I would have missed the whole ordeal if I wasn't compelled to watch today. Dontae is a piece of shit for attacking the young man. Great show, coach. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? He has a right to his opinion, Myron, but what pissed me off was he said that the man was a betrayal to his race. He said the man was a betrayal to his race because he liked Bam Rodriguez. Wow. Boy, if that ain't reaching, I don't know what is. If that ain't reaching, I don't know what is. Like these dudes wake up looking for race. Oh shit, there go racism right there. I found it under the refrigerator. Let's look under the bed. Racism. Okay, I turned on the TV. More racism. Let me look at my phone. Racism. Oh shit, let me get my car. More racism. Oh, I'm driving to the store. Racism. Oh, let me look at the sun. Racism. Oh, my teeth is white. Racism. Oh, hold on, you know what I mean? Let me eat these bag of chips. Racism. Oh, let me watch LeBron hit that three-pointer. Racism. Bro, like that's all these dudes do. That's all these dudes do. You want interviews from the fighters? If I was you, listen. And I hope this is a lesson to a lot of you fighters out there. Especially the black fighters who these black YouTube channels want you to do interviews with them. These black YouTube channels don't give a fuck about you. You need to know that. The only reason they care about you is because if you do an interview with them. As long as you're doing an interview with them, they're fine. As soon as you tell them no, it's something my mother taught me a long time ago. She said, if you want to find out if somebody all right with you, tell them no. Tell them no one time. Tell them no one time. That's if you find out if somebody all right with you. If you tell them no one time, and they switch up and give you a whole attitude and start getting mad and talking trash about you because you told them no, guess what? Then that means that person was all right with you as long as you was in agreement of what they believed in. Yeah. Yeah. I ain't gonna be no yes man. I'm a critical thinker. I'm gonna do my own research. You can't tell me no anything. I'm not a part of the go along to get along game. I'm not gonna be a part of no boxing communities. I'm not gonna be a part of no cliques, no crews. Cause as soon as I say something you don't like, y'all gonna try to throw me out like they did the other dude from Chicago, the fat light skinned bald head dude. I forgot his name. Shout out to Jugs for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What did say, fam? He say coach. He say one last time with that Brown and Little LB video.
Shut that soft ass shit up.
And the best man
Shut
to
that
win.
soft. That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got the. Man, shut that soft ass shit up.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. They need to understand self-improvement, the basis to community development. You know what? I wish I can buy this and send this to every black man on YouTube. Read this. Show you a lot about protecting your communities and stuff like that. Creating an environment of life instead of death. I totally disagree with Dontae's race baiting nation. I'm not going to apologize about my position. I'm not here to kiss anyone's ass. I care nothing about if you're a white YouTube channel that doesn't like me. I care nothing about if you're a Hispanic YouTube channel that doesn't like me. I care nothing about the Asian YouTube channel or the black YouTube channel that doesn't like me. Doesn't make me no never mind. Not your friends, your homies, or your partners. I didn't get into this to be down with you. I started this because this is what I wanted to talk about boxing. And I have a right on the white man's platform, YouTube, the white man's platform. I have a right to speak on whatever subject matters that that's dealing with the sport of boxing. And if it's something that I don't like, I can address that. If it's something that you don't like, you can address that. But what you're not going to tell me, I'm not going to be a part of your echo chamber. I'm smarter than all of you niggas put together. And I believe that wholeheartedly. I know you might think I'm arrogant or cocky for saying this, but I believe I am. Because one advantage I have on you is I do not lack critical thinking skills. And I understand how to utilize the law of attraction and the law of resistance to work in my favor. And I understand this YouTube shit very well for marketing and advertising and SEO research and keyword research. I understand it very well. And I've only been doing this 17 months. The end of this month will be 18 months. Let's give everybody a round of applause. All right, man. It is what it is, man. I said what I had to say, man. I stand by the young brother Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur, you ain't got to give me no interview or none of that. I'm not in it for interviews. I'm not in it for interviews. I'm going to go live 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time every day, whether a fighter give me an interview or not. Doesn't make me no never mind.
You're begging me not to leave you, and I refuse to let you go.
It is. So take your code, turn it sideways, look at it from a 45-degree angle, and shove it right up your ass. Because you don't know nothing about the code that Neely Fuller is talking about. You don't even know how to put it into practice. Shout out to Ron Boy Fresh. Shout out to Dantes. Shout out to Chickarelli. What's up, baby? Shout out to Damian Bennett with the lick read. Shout out to Lil Green Eyes P. Shout out to my brother Charlo. Shout out to Ahmed. Shout out to Knockdown 305, Dade County's finest. Shout out to Thomas Jones. Shout out to the Queen Fissiana Fights. Shout out to Misfit. What's happening, sis? Shout out to my brother Retro Boxing and Documentaries. Shout out to Schoolo X Mon. Shout out to Mark Nash from the ATL. Shout out to Rider of the Storm. Shout out to Philly Fly. Shout out to Adrian Big 30. Shout out to the Queen Bless 365. Shout out to Ace Sneed. Shout out to Dr. Paul Evans, the good doctor. Shout out to my sister Arlette. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bales in the building. Shout out to my brother Smith and West from Detroit. Shout out to Punch Perfect Boxing. Shout out to Here to There. Shout out to True Gritter 402. What's happening, brother? Shout out to Malcolm Roach. Shout out to Hell Hero Elite. Shout out to Jay Rodriguez. Shout out to Fuller Bond. What's happening? Shout out to Philo 58. Shout out to Dean West. What's going on, bro? bro? Shout out to Jim 82, what's happening? Shout out to Will, what's going on, bro, with the League Reed? Shout out to Majel Chartico, what's happening? Shout out to Jason Dockery, what's up, Doc? Shout out to the Queen Karma Serene. Shout out to Kathy W. Shout out to AB Sounds, what's going on, bro? Shout out to my brother Troy Graham from B-More. Shout out to Big Ron from Vermont. Shout out to Butch the Ken Man Cassidy, always Ken Man Cassidy. Oh, shout out to Ralph Reacts, what's going on, fam? Shout out to MFB in the building. Shout out to Bernard Burton, what's happening? Shout out to Juan Carrillo. Shout out to Honorable Ketsy. Shout out to my brother Major Key Boxing from the old Major Key, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Big Hawk from Maryland. Shout out to Manny Dosiento Inueve. Shout out to my sister Deborah Booker from Cleveland. Shout out to W. Right Side. Shout out to Just a Fan. Shout out to Lady Shan, Dutton them season in the building. Shout out to Drummond Full Live. Shout out to Javon Soto. Shout out to Candy Slim 501. Shout out to Bernard Boxing Nerd. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Eric Pack with the Lick Reed. Shout out to Manny G. What's up, G? Shout out to Flex BX Alfonso. What's happening? Shout out to Old Daddy Boxing, Old Daddy in the building. Shout out to Jesus Luna. Shout out to Frank the Tank Big Bang. Shout out to Ricky Ricardo. Shout out to Al Money, always making money. Shout out to LaShawn. Shout out to hashtag BWON Dub. Shout out to BWG Fiend. Shout out to Swift 718. What's happening, bro? Shout out to Good Touched Up Boxing. Touch him up, touch him up, touch him up. Shout out to my brother, the Rebuttal Entertainment, Lewis over there in DC. Shout out to Oscar. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Stephen Batman. What's going on, fam? Stephen Bateman. Sorry about that, fam. Shout out to BG in the building. The BG is in the building. Let's see. We got a couple of super chats I need to get before we roll out. Shout out to Boxing George for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
My brother say, man, he say, Coach always fire, sir. Always hit the like button. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and bring Roman Rome in the building.
Man, who this little young whippersnapper running all up into my combo? Look at you. You're all wet behind your ears. Breath smelling like Similac. Man, you better go on home before you get your little thick ass tossed up.
Yeah, man, let's hit somebody in the chat, man. Shout out to Thomas Candela. Shout out to my haters and detractors, trolls, people who don't like me, feel some type of way about me, feel I'm racist, don't like me anymore, YouTube channels, whatever the case may be. Shout out to you. You know I don't care, man. I don't care. I don't need your friendship, don't need your partnership. I ain't trying to be buddies. Go to other channels and talk about me. I do not care. I will be here 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. I don't care, fam. It is what it is. I want all the smoke from these race baiters. I want all the smoke. Yes, sir, I do. Shout out to the Boxing Lounge. Shout out to my brother Retro Boxing, the documentary, my brother Blood, Future Reality. Shout out to Vibe. Shout out to my brother Sporting Icons over there in the UK. Shout out to this dude here he said Malachi's still in content. Wow. Well, guess what? If you feel that way, why are you over here, sir? He said I'm still in content. It is what it is. Guess what? If I'm still in content, is there anything that you can do to stop me? No, you can't. Hide behind the avatar. Some rando, what it is. And just shout out to Jugs as well, man. Once again, it's up, boy. Let me see. We got a couple of super chats to get in there. We got another one right here before we close out the show. Shout out to Jugs for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Yes, sir, Jugs, man. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Jugs, man. Salute to you, my brother. John B. Poetic. It is what it is. And shout out to my sister Arlette and Carmen Serene and all those sisters out there. Once again, it is what it is, man. Again, you guys know how I feel about my haters and detractors. Love these guys. They come over here. They're making us famous. They blowing us up. It is what it is. We're going to take that negative energy and turn it into a positive. You feel me?
Come fucking with me, you going to get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby.
Gonna get knocked the fuck out coming over here with that motherfucker pro-black bullshit. I do not play. I will body you niggas on that subject matter. Believe me, boy, you don't want none of this smoke. I'm holding back. I swear I'm holding back. It is what it is, though. Let's do this Devin Haney stuff. Y'all better look out for that pop-up. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.